Okay, we are going live on Twitch and on the Tube. All right. So if you're a dedicated Twitcher and a Tuber, by all means, report to duty. Thank you so much for being there. Also, hi TikTok. Hello. Hi TikTok. I hope everyone has had a fantastic Thursday. You all almost made it to the weekend. So there's that. All right. I want everyone to be active participants while here. Let's continue to tap that screen, share the live. Let's go ahead and knock out the penny goals. Doing so helps keeps us on the FYP so that we can have these conversations with these Trump supporters. All right. So much news has happened. And before we even jump into the news, guys, I just want to say something here. Okay. All right. Trump supporters, you already know this because you come here almost every single night. Okay. With different accounts and all. You know that this is not your safe space. You don't get to yap in the comments, okay? Okay. So don't do it. If my mods see you, they will send you a request. If you don't accept it, you're going to have to learn how to yap from outside of the club. Okay? All right. All right. Great. I'm glad that we understand that. Okay, guys. Now, again, I want everyone to be active participants. So let's keep tapping that screen, sharing the live. All right. Let me see here. I really am raw dogging vision, and I don't know why I'm doing it because my glasses are right here. All right, we have 64 of the I heart you, I love you so much. I think that's what it's called. Let's go ahead and knock those out, guys. Also, of course, we do have our daily donation goal of $150. Links are in the bio. So if you are enjoying the entertainment that you're receiving and the edutainment is what I want to say, education, because we're going over a lot of news tonight, guys. We're going to do a lot of news. Like we have the whole Israel Gaza war possibly coming to an end. They'll be doing a prisoner swap. Letitia James was indicted today on one count of fraud, and it's for mortgage fraud. The same thing that they're trying to get Lisa Cook for. But where's the proof? Good God. They had that cabinet meeting today. Then they had a roundtable yesterday where they talked about Antifa, and then the lady Norm didn't know what habeas corpus is. She still doesn't know, even though she's had 8 months to study for this test, because she was asked this question during her confirmation hearing and she didn't know. She's had so much time and she still don't know. These are the people that are making decisions, guys. They're the ones that are making decisions. Kind of scary. Trump don't know what habeas corpus is either. I'm going to tell you all about it in just a moment. All right. I can't see your, why am I still raw dogging vision? Hey, person that's sharing the live with the Canadian flag up there, I appreciate you, but we don't want to spam share the live. All right, no spam sharing the live. So I thank you so very much. All right, if you keep spam sharing it, I'm gonna make you stop. I'm just gonna be honest because you're still doing it. You're not listening. So there we go. You don't listen to me. If you don't listen to me, that's what happens. I'm sorry. I did ask nicely. I did. Okay, guys. Anywho, if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and request up and let's have a conversation. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the backup. All right, and let's see here. Here comes Bubba.
I don't want to take up too much of your time, Erica, but I just really want to tell you how much you've helped me, and I'm a survivor, and you've truly gotten me through a lot.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Do you mind holding for one moment, please?
No, go for it. Take your time.
Thank you. Dude has 15 chargers. Some charger. Dude, you got 15 of them. Find one. What am I supposed to do with that? Okay, I'm so sorry, love. Go ahead. Please continue.
Okay. I promise I will be a donator. I work all the time. I want to donate, but that's besides my point. I want to say how much you actually helped me because I'm a sexual assault.
Go ahead, just say the words. You're fine. You already said it.
I'm the SA survivor. Sorry, I'm really nervous, but
it's okay.
And just everything you say, and I mean, obviously, it's not good to have a rapist as our president. That just sets it back for every one of us. And you advocating for us means so much. And I don't know how much you hear it, but I just wanted to say it as someone who's been through it. And I watch your lives every day. And I just wanted to say this, and I love you, and you're beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you so much, love. Thank you
Yes,
so
I won't
much.
join again. I won't take up your time. I just want to
Oh, no,
say
you're
that because I
perfectly
love you
fine.
and everyone else loves you so much. You do so
No,
much good.
you're perfectly fine. If I can be a voice for anyone, I never want to speak over you, but I will speak up for you. So just thank you for that. I appreciate you.
Yes,
I
you are a
appreciate you.
good
Thank you.
voice. Yes, you can remove me now. I love you. Thank
All
you.
right. I'll love you more. Have a great night.
I love you most.
All right. Thank you, Hello Kitty. Y'all draw some hearts in the chat for Hello Kitty. You hear this child yelling at me? Do I have any of my creator friends in here? No, I don't. Okay, you guys have to hold on one moment. It's just so much fun trying to keep your child off the camera, isn't it? It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm like, bro, like just get it. Go, go, go. He does, doesn't he, Nifa? He does. He really wants to be on the camera so bad. I'm like, dude, no, go. Go that away. Okay? Go that away. There's that. Hey, Santana.
Hey, I was coming up to help while you were doing the thing, but it seems like you got it under control now.
Yeah. I'm like, Bubba, no. Go that way. He has like 15 chargers. He just took my other charger and now he's taking another charger. And so I'm never going to see it again. So that means I'm going to have to buy another charger. I got one
That's
left.
how the
Oh,
cookie
thank you for the
crumbles.
time. That's how it crumbles. That's how it crumbles. Hey, can you tell Trump support?
Can I tell them what?
Can you tell them to request up? Sorry, I got a phone call.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Listen, guys, first and foremost, lock in, right? There's 313 people hanging out here. Tap the screen, share the live. Go ahead and send your daily heart. Me, it's only one coin. It will help boost the live, push it out to the FYP. If you have not done so yet, send a couple of love you very much. It's the daily gift goal. Let's knock those out a couple of times. And also, if you're Trump supporter, get in the box. Erica is looking for some friendly conversation. She's not necessarily looking for debates. Listen, this can be your safe space. This can absolutely be the space where you come and you're not necessarily steamrolled or overly challenged, but it all depends on you. It all depends on the conversation that you're looking to have. Now, if you want to have civil discourse, fine. But if you want to get into some old gangster shit, then she can do that as well. So please mind your manners and get in the box.
I can. I really can do that. I really, really can. Anywho, thank you, Santana. Okay. All right.
All right, I'll
You gonna
jump
go bye
down.
bye now?
Yeah. I mean, I was coming up because I heard what you said, so
Yeah.
I'll be listening.
That does a lot. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. All right, guys. The only time we're ever going to do this, drop some hearts in the chat for Santana. All right. Now, yes, if you are a Trump supporter, go ahead and request up. Get in the box. Let's have a conversation. Wait, did Kiana already send people over? Because she's here and I missed it. If I missed it, I'm so sorry. Kiana, did you send a raid? I don't know. I don't know if you did or not. I don't know. I just threw my whole equilibrium off. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see what we have here, guys. Let's keep doing all of the good things. Keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Show TikTok that you want to be here. Also, if you are watching on the tube, all right, make sure that you are liking the stream. Make sure you are liking the stream. Send some hearts or something. All right, and if you voted for Trump, go ahead and get in the box. I got a feeling that no one in the box actually voted for Trump. Hey, D, did you vote for Trump?
Hell no. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so-
I didn't even mean to come up. No.
No, it's
I
okay,
wasn't-
love.
I wasn't blessed.
All right, thank you, love. Have a great night.
You too, huh?
All right, let's see here. I guess this person wants to try again. They're loading. So why is it taking so long for this person to load? It's strange. Anywho, guys, let's go over the news. This person's going to time out. Okay, so let's start with the whole Letitia James thing. Okay. She has been indicted on a fraud charge. All right. I don't know. I'm going to drop them. There we go. Okay. Now I'm being requested to come upstairs. Why? What's up? Okay. I'm trying to figure
So we're
out.
going to start with this whole Letitia James thing. So
Yes.
if you guys have not heard, Letitia James has officially been charged for one charge of fraud. And what they're actually looking to do, the interesting part about this actual charge is that it's Donald Trump's former attorney that actually brought the charge. Actually, it's the same attorney that charged James Comey. Letitia James has officially been charged in the Eastern District of Virginia. That's the interesting part about all this. Now, what also is happening is they're basically trying to get her on a clerical error with her mortgage. They're saying that it was actual fraud. Now, Letitia James is saying that the actual, because she has a mortgage in Norfolk, Virginia. And what actually happened is they're saying that, or she's saying that it was corrected immediately. Now, Donald Trump has openly and actively pursued different types of DOJ actions with anyone that he deems to be someone that went against him. This is super dangerous, right? Not only do we understand that this is definitely the means to the end of a dictatorship, but understanding that going after your political opponents just because is absolutely out of bounds. Now, the interesting part about all of this as well is that Trump supporters won't say a thing about it. They won't bat an eye at this. Trump supporters are going to say, well, they went after Donald Trump. Listen, I posted this on my YouTube. And for the people on the TikToks that don't know this, YouTube is full of people on the right. And they're weird because they watch me on the right, but I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. So when I posted on YouTube, they immediately start jumping on this and saying, good for Trump. I'm glad that he's going after the people because they held him up in court and all this other stuff. So now the justification is about to be these people that Donald Trump is specifically targeting and drumming up charges, they deserve it. Now, I do want to call out that there was a full investigation that was completed about Letitia James and her quote unquote fraud. And 2 weeks ago, they said there was not enough evidence to actually bring a case. But Donald Trump pressured them enough to actually get this one charge. So we'll see what comes of it, but I don't think it's going to be anything, but we'll see. Also, fun fact, Donald Trump's lawyers, the lawyers that are specifically targeting these enemies, they're idiots. I don't know if you guys saw this, but on the actual legal filing for James Comey, Donald Trump's lawyer, or not necessarily Donald Trump's lawyer, but the DOJ lawyer that filed this, put the date of January 2025 for his court case. So literally, they said his court case had already had happened. They meant to put January of 2026, but they put January 2025. They're all buffoons. They're all idiots. Speaking of idiots, Kristi Noem, right? So if you guys didn't see this, they were talking about Donald Trump got a question about habeas corpus, right? Some reporter said, hey, are you considering suspending habeas corpus in order to complete the process of deporting undocumented immigrants? And Donald Trump, of course, doesn't know words. He can't really hear that well anymore. And also, he doesn't really track conversations. So he was like, well, I think I'm going to leave that up to Kristi. Kristi, do you know? And Kristi Noem, who famously in her Senate hearing, when the Senate said, what is habeas corpus? She said habeas corpus gives the president the right to deport people, which that's not it. If anyone doesn't know, habeas corpus is the actual suspending the habeas corpus, or the writ of habeas corpus, means that you're suspending the right to due process for immigrants. And so she didn't know that when the Senate tried to confirm her. It was a whole big thing. And she didn't know what it was when Donald Trump tried to pass the ball to her. And so you have not only the president of the United States, but the the head of Homeland Security, the Department of Homeland Security, neither one of them knew exactly what that was while being put on spot by the reporters. So, all that being said, our country is being run by idiots. Oh, and let's not forget Kash Patel. Kash Patel is an absolute idiot. Kash Patel said that there are 110,000 gang members in Chicago. 110,000 gang members in Chicago. There's 2.5 million people in Chicago. So that would mean that 5% of people living in Chicago are in a gang. These people are idiots. Our country is literally ran by idiots. This is America. But this is the one thing that I will say. This is the saving grace. This is saving grace. If these people were smart, we would be in trouble. I'll say that. If these people were smart, we would all be in trouble, because the fascistic nature of them, the pure evil intentions, the things that they're trying to do will not only set our country back by years. Fucking RFK Jr. Did you guys see that RFK Jr. said that he talked about how, again, doubling down on Tylenol, but he talked about how that the studies don't say that there's a direct correlation, but he said there's no proof, but we're doing studies to make the proof. He said that we're currently doing studies to make the proof. He said, what I'm saying right now is a hypothesis, and we're doing studies to make the proof. All of these people are idiots, and they're running our government. They're the ones that are in charge. They're idiots. With that being said, your host is back, so I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle.
Yeah, I'm trying to add funds to the PlayStation so he can buy
Okay.
a game.
You were swiped out of your backup, and so it dropped it. So
It's okay. All right, I'll bring it back.
Right.
Nothing but friendly. Thank you, Santana. Appreciate you.
I covered Letitia James. I covered habeas corpus, and also just told him about Kash Patel with the FBI in Chicago, and RFK Jr. with making up proof, which he talked about today. So I don't know if you want to go back and expand on any of those things, but those are the things
Did
we
you tell
talked
him
about.
what habeas corpus
class.
is?
Yep, I did.
Oh, okay then. Nope, I don't need to expand on
And
anything.
the underlining theme is these people are idiots. So
Yes, I do agree there. They are idiots. I was speaking that Christy Nome had like 8 months to practice for this test, and she
Yep.
still failed.
Well, like I said earlier, I mean, like, how often do you go back and look at the answers that you got wrong for a test if you pass it? So
Oh, that's a good fucking point. Good point. Good point. Okay, all right. So they're gonna. Oh yeah, did you talk to them about how they're trying to link circumcision to autism through Tylenol?
no, I didn't get. I was just talking about RFK Jr. Yeah, tell them, stop getting circumcised, because apparently it causes autism as well. So anyway, you can have that one. I'll drop down.
Double whammy. Okay, all right. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, guys. All right. Yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about that. And if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and get in the box. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm trying to multitask, like parent, and do this at the same time. So I don't know how much longer we're actually going to be on for. I mean, might just have to call it a dud. Who knows? All right. But yeah. So there's that. Give me 1 second here. Geez, like, what else can they make up? Like, they just make up shit. Like, just I hate it. I hate it here. What am I supposed to do? Like, what are we supposed to do, guys? Can y'all give me like an idea in the chat of what we're supposed to do and make it make sense? Also, I would like to say on a different note that PlayStation Network has the worst website in the world. The worst website in the entire fucking world. Okay, all right, yes, there's that. Okay, it really fucking sucks. Okay, it really sucks. All right. Anywho, I want to add funds. Okay. There we go. Okay. Is this his card? I don't know what card this is. Is this his? Okay, I can't multitask. Anywho, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. Like, come express yourself. Like, do what you have to do. I'm pretty sure that this person isn't a Trump supporter. Hi, Sunflower. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Hi, Sunflower. Going once, going twice, and Sunflower, I'm dropping you. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is going to be from the AP. This is from the AP. Yeah, she is. She is, Dan. She is. This is going to be from the AP. Trump is still telling people not to take Tylenol, and this happened at the cabinet meeting today. So yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Yes. So he mistakenly described a pregnant woman's anatomy and linked autism to circumcision. I wonder what the link between the two is. Since they're going to be creating it like they create the charges for people that they don't like, I wonder how they're going to create a link between circumcision and autism. So he said, I don't know, did Santana already go over this part with you, that he said that anybody who takes the stuff during pregnancy, unless they have to, is irresponsible? This is not the Twilight Zone. This is like some dystopian, like bizarro world nightmare that we're in. It's absolutely crazy. All right, so I guess we're gonna go over this, but let's see what we have here. I don't think this person's a Trump supporter either. Are they all in hiding? If they're in hiding, it's okay. Anywho, so let's read the article, guys. All right, this is from the AP. It was printed today, and it says Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Thursday reasserted the unproven link between the pain reliever Tylenol and autism, and suggested people who oppose the theory were motivated by hatred for President Donald Trump. During a meeting with Trump and the cabinet, Kennedy reiterated the connection, even while noting there was no medical proof to substantiate the claim. So he knows that it doesn't exist, but yet he's still telling the lie. That's irresponsible. That is so irresponsible of them, because oh gosh, it puts so many women at risk. It really, really does. Especially like, okay, guys, trigger warning. Think about it like this, guys. Think about it. If a woman, right, she has a partner, she's pregnant, she has a partner, and that partner is abusive. Okay. And this woman, all right, she gets extreme back pain. She doesn't have a fever, all right, but she gets extreme back pain from carrying, right? And she needs something to relieve the pain because she simply can't sleep at night, right? So she wants to take Tylenol because many of you don't know it, but Tylenol is truly the only OTC pain medicine that women can actually take, because it passes through the liver rather than the kidneys, like ibuprofen and Advil and Motrin and all that stuff like that. Yeah. And so she goes and she gets Tylenol, and her partner's not happy with her because her partner's going to be like, you're trying to damage my baby. You want my baby to have autism? Something stupid as fuck, because typically abusers are stupid as fuck. Okay. And so there's that part. All right. So he's putting women at danger. They're literally telling women to just suck it up. That's what they're doing. Telling women to suck it up. All right. Just take it. You're not really in pain. It doesn't really hurt. Just, you can take it. So there's that. Yep, exactly, Ari. So that's what we're dealing with. That is literally what some women are out here dealing with. All right, they're just gonna have to grin and bear it. All right. I would say, before you listen to a person who does not have any type of medical schooling, a degree, no type of medical knowledge whatsoever, I would, and has never themselves actually experienced pregnancy, so can't even give an anecdotal take on it. Talk to your doctor. Talk to your OB. Okay? Go talk to your obstetrician and have a conversation with them about what is safe for you, your unborn child, all right, and your body. Okay? Do that, please. All right? Don't listen to Trump. Don't listen to RFK because they're stupid. I said it. They're stupid. Right? Willfully ignorant and willfully obtuse. So there's that. Anywho, the article continues on. It says, it is not proof. We're doing the studies to make the proof. I'm going to create some shit out of thin air, guys. That's what I'm going to do. Create some shit out of thin air. Because that's how science works. Did you all know that? That is how science works? You just create some shit out of thin air. So when people say stuff like that, like especially people who are in power, these people sit in the top spots of our government. I mean, he is the Secretary of the Human Health Services. And so like when he says that we are going to make the proof, how can we trust it? How can we trust it? Seriously, how can we trust it? Really, really wonder. Like if a police officer, a detective, right? If a detective got on the stand and said, yeah, we just made the proof. Do you think that the person that's being tried is going to be convicted if the detective gets on the damn stand and say, we just made the proof? No, they're not. They're not going to get, no, it's not going to happen. So I want you all to think about it like that. And that's why I don't understand how people who claim to be smart, because they all love to come up here and tell myself along with my other creator friends that, we have low IQ and all, but they believe Robert F. Kennedy Jr. They'll literally defend this man like he's right. Tylenol does cause autism. They'll say shit like that. And it's like, where's the proof? Where's the study? There's nothing out there that proves that Tylenol causes autism. It's not. Correlation does not equal causation, guys. I just want to let you all know that. It does not. It really doesn't. So I just beg you all, especially women, talk to your doctors. Talk to your doctors. And men, stop having an opinion on what women do with their bodies. I'm begging you. Like, you all want to control everything, like literally everything. Stop doing that. Seriously. Like, you don't have to experience any of the things that she goes through during the gestation period. You don't have to experience any of it. You don't know how her body changes. You might see the effects, but you will never feel them. Only she can. So only she should have a choice as to what she puts into her body. And again, talk to your doctor. I'm actually kind of reading about RFK. It pisses me off. It pisses me off to an extent to where I might just get an attitude. So there's that. But guys, I think that I am going to have to hit a restart. I think I'm going to have to hit a restart simply because where are the Trump supporters? Where are they? Where are the people who like to come up and yell? Where are they? Are they missing? They don't want to come up and yell? Oh, guys, let's see if this one's going to come up and yell at us.
I'm here.
Yay. Did you come to yell at us? Or at least to me?
No, I don't like to yell.
Okay. Do you pronounce your name George or Jorge?
George is good. That's fine.
George? Okay, great. All right. So, George, you did vote for Trump?
Yes, of course.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 32.
32. All right. Great. Okay. So my background says Trump hates America. Why do you support him? We can talk about that. Or we can talk about if you voted right, you won't see the light. Or what would you like to discuss, George?
If you voted right, you won't see the light. What do you mean?
Oh, it's catchy, isn't it?
Yeah, but right, but are you saying right as in right wing or right as in correct?
As in right wing.
Okay.
Voted right, you won't see the light. Think about it. If you don't get it,
yeah,
I can
but
tell
I mean,
you.
I'm just saying it could be interpreted, in two ways. But okay, so why wouldn't you see the light though?
because you're going to hell.
Why would you go to hell?
Because voting for Donald Trump was a vote for cruelty. It was a vote for hate. It was a vote for revenge. And it was definitely a vote for censorship. All things that Jesus Christ is against. But are you a Christian, George?
I'm Catholic.
You're Catholic?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you are a follower of Jesus then, as a Catholic. Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, are you of the opinion that Democrats are like more in line with Jesus's teachings? Is that your argument?
No, I'm not necessarily a Christian that follows any type of organized religion. I just believe in Jesus, but I don't think that Trump supporters follow what Jesus actually taught.
How not?
Oh, sure. Great question. I'm happy to answer it. Because of the simple fact that you all are, you voted for a party that is against feeding children. You voted for the party that is against taking care of their neighbor. You voted for the party that is definitely bent on vengeance and has a haughty tongue. You voted for the party that is aligned with violence. So it's quite a bit. And like we can go into some scriptures if you want to.
Okay, well let's go into the outcomes. So feeding children, taking care of your neighbor, violence. So you're saying that because we cut, you're saying that the Republicans' stance on cutting social programs, specifically like ones like feeding children, you're saying that's like inherently evil or like creates more poverty. Taking care of the neighbor, you're saying that like that Republican policy essentially creates poverty?
Oh, Republican policy definitely creates poverty, really because Republicans are the party that likes to cut the funding. So it's twofold.
Can I
And so,
ask you
yes.
about that? Why
Sure.
is it, how come you see, so do you know what states right now have the highest poverty rates?
No, do tell us.
So California is leading. They have the highest homeless population and poverty population. They're number one. They have the most progressive taxation, the most social welfare programs, and the most, programs that you probably support. I can assume that you support. So when you say take care of the neighbor,
Where did you get California as leading?
well, look it up. Just look.
I don't have to
Google
look it up. You just said it, so I want you to tell us where you got it from. That's all I'm asking. What's your source for that?
I mean, there's several you could look up several sources, but it's
Name
going to be the
one.
number one topic in the governor race
Name
in
one.
2026.
You have to name a source, sir.
Sure.
do.
I can pull up a source for you. One
Okay,
sec.
thank you.
Those are lies.
I know it's a lie. Come on, I got this. That's why I asked him for a source. Because he's lying. Definitely lying. That's why I want a source though, because you can't make claims like that without sourcing it, because it does matter where you get your information from, and we like to be accurate over here.
I'll help them out a little bit. Hey, George, the top 5 are all Republican-led states. Actually, I think more than the top 5, but at least the top 5.
According to what source? So you can save me some time.
You can go to the census. You can take a look at, excuse me. You can look at the census. There was information pool from 2024. You can also take a look at, one second here. You can take a look at the census. You can take a look at
I'm looking at the
NIH.
census. I'm looking at the
I like
Census
NIH.
Bureau.
Yep,
Okay,
I like
I'm-
NIH as well.
Okay, because I'm looking at the
But there's
Census
multiple
Bureau
sources.
from 2023. Yeah. So I'm looking at that. And let's just see here. We have Texas at 13.1%. We have Louisiana with the highest at 18.9%. And we have Arkansas at 15.8%. Mississippi's at 17.3%. Alabama is at 14.6%. We can look at some blue states if you like.
13 of the top 15 are all
Yes.
Republican-led states, George.
Yes.
But what metric are you guys looking at? SPM? Are you looking like what metric? By what metric? Are you looking at per capita?
Yeah, so for the NIH, we're looking at, it's multiple factors, but they take a look at the actual families that are below below the poverty level,
Federal
based off
poverty
of
level?
states.
Or
I'm
state
sorry?
poverty? Is it the
It'll be
federal
the
poverty
federal
level or
poverty
state?
level. It will be
Well,
For this
I mean-
one, this is, no, for NIH, they're looking at it by state.
They're looking. Oh,
Not
I'm
by
looking at it by
federal.
federal.
Yeah, NIH is looking at it by state. So
Okay,
these
let me
states
pull
are
the-
poor by state standards, and then they compare them to the other states as well.
Yeah, let me pull the NIH one because what I'm seeing.
Incomes are adjusted.
What's the NIH one called? I'll just pull it up so I can see what you're looking at.
Sure, it's the poverty table, social, economic, and cultural environment poverty table. hdpulse.nimhd.nih.gov.
Yeah, I think I found it. One sec.
Do, 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 do. Go, go, Power Rangers. Interesting. New Hampshire has the lowest poverty rate. That is neat.
You can also use the one that I just gave you. There's different data options. So you can go in and you can put in like different factors. So you can look at like education, income, population, workforce, all of that. You can look at
Yeah, I see that incarceration. I see what you're talking about on the left here. Just give me
yep.
one
So
second.
you can use this to find all type of facts and data and information. But I just came up for half a second and say you're absolutely wrong. That was it.
That is neat.
Not absolutely wrong, because if we're looking at homelessness, the top 8 of the states
You said poverty.
You
yeah,
said
well,
poverty.
homelessness includes poverty. So if we look at this is why it matters what metric you use.
No,
because if you
those
use-
are two separate things. Because
Hold on,
when you
hold on,
take a look at
Two
the
separate
actual
things.
poverty ranking, and then you take a look at people that are unhoused, those are two different things.
Right,
I get what you're
I
saying as
understand,
far as
but-
people being unhoused, and when you mention California, but that's not the poverty level.
Right, but your state, the one that you're looking at that adjusts for state, is different than the metric that you would get from the federal poverty level. So it depends. Essentially, it depends what metric you're referencing. You're going to get slightly different outcomes.
Oh, you mean depending on how bad you're losing the debate, you change what
No,
you're
no, no.
trying to say?
It's not losing the debate. It's just depending on what metric you source, you're going to have a different state on top. Because
Yeah, but you
California
said poverty level. You literally said poverty
well, poverty
level.
level.
Oh, you did say
you
poverty
realize
level.
there's different metrics for poverty rate, right? Like
Well,
You
in
said
each state,
there's
it'll be
multiple
different income.
factors that actually create poverty, and this looks at all of the factors that create poverty.
dude, what I'm saying is
You're being specific when
There's
you
a
say
federal-
people that are unhoused.
there's a federal metric for poverty. There's a state metric for poverty. There's different metrics for poverty.
And the
That's all I'm
NIH
saying.
study is for the state poverty level, whereas the one I'm looking at uses the Census Bureau information for 2020, like in 2023, and it's using the federal income poverty level. So, what are we doing? What are we doing? Because if we're going to look at houselessness, then we're going to have to look at things such as environmental factors, because people would rather be homeless, unhoused. My apologies, guys. Would rather be unhoused in California than,
Correct.
let's say, in Montana. You know what
Correct.
I mean?
Yeah,
So
sure.
there's
California's
that.
better weather.
Also, fun fact, I was in Hawaii one time, and I said if I ever had to be unhoused, Hawaii is where you want to be. I'm telling you. The people, they were, tan, they seem relaxed, no one wants to be unhoused, but I said if I had to be, I would want to be unhoused in Hawaii, which goes back to Erica Point. Would you rather be in Montana or would you rather be in California?
As what, like you're saying, as unhoused?
Unhoused, yeah.
I mean, yeah, California has better weather. I don't disagree with that.
And
Exactly.
probably better food too. And maybe better people, I'm not sure.
Well, I don't know about access to food. Like if you're unhoused? Are we still talking about unhoused individuals or what?
Yeah. It was a non sequitur, guy. Like, get over it, George. Move along. Santana, I think I might just I don't know what to do because the child needs my help. But George, here's the thing. All right. You were wrong about California being the state with the highest poverty level. All right, you were wrong. So what's next? What's next?
Well, sure. I mean, you're okay. We'll get back to your prompt. You said feeding children, taking care of your neighbors. We can look at. I guess we'll disagree on what metric, depending on what metric you look at. But if you
You
go to,
said poverty though, bud. We're just
right.
going off what you said.
okay, so you're
I
right.
didn't
Let's
bring
go to
up
the next
poverty.
one.
You did.
I'm saying it depends on which metric you look at. It's different. But if you're doing taking care of your neighbor, for example, what state would you say has the highest wealth disparity?
It's likely
Wealth
probably
disparity?
California.
Yeah.
It's likely
Okay.
California, considering the industry that is there in California. It has Silicon Valley and it has Hollywood. So there's that.
I mean,
But I don't think you understand
Yeah, but
what
that,
taking
that, that
care of your
only
neighbor
accounts for
actually
what,
means,
sub
though.
1% of.
But
But
what
E,
does
I mean,
taking
like
care-
if you're
on.
talking about like taking care of your neighbor, wouldn't you take a look at like the states with the highest state income? I mean, the state taxes, because like
That's my
the
point.
taxes directly go towards taking care of each other,
No,
right?
they don't.
So
though.
wouldn't you look at that?
I would. If that was the case, then you would see less wealth disparity in a place like California, which has some of the highest taxes in the nation, right?
That's literally not how it works, bud.
You
The-
literally, that was your premise. That's the premise.
Wait,
you just laid out.
increasing taxes would not decrease the wealth disparity. Increasing taxes would increase social safety nets, which we know California is advocates for the different social safety nets. That's why people get on here and complain about Medi-Cal and they don't even know what it is.
that part.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a state branded Medicaid.
Exactly, but people don't know that. I'm not talking about you, George. I'm just saying in
He
general.
said people.
Yeah, sure. No, sure. I get what you're saying, but I'm saying like if you're gonna have the highest taxes in the nation the whole point is to redistribute it, right? Isn't that what the premise was of what you were saying?
No.
No. It's like he
Why do you
said, it's
have
to help
such high-
provide social programs to people so that people can stay out of poverty. So like offering Medi-Cal to undocumented immigrants actually helps them to stay out of poverty. All right. So that they may have medical insurance and that they don't have to foot $1,000 bill. And I'm using an arbitrary number for you, George, just to have to foot $1,000 bill that could, put them in a lot of debt. Because what's the leading cause of bankruptcy in the United States, George?
Medical bills, sure.
Exactly. All right. So
Right,
California
but my point is that
California having that program in place is them helping their neighbors, it's helping their residents. And then citizens of, I say residents of California are helping their neighbor, willingly or unwillingly, if like they don't want to pay their taxes.
I disagree, and I think the metrics disagree too. You can't have one of the highest poverty rate states with all these programs and claim that it's helping any neighbor. If it's
How is
sure,
it one
might-
of the? We
let's
just
say
literally
I
went over
concede.
it.
But well,
Go
even if
ahead.
I concede that it's not number one, it's definitely one of the highest poverty states. Would you disagree with that?
Yes, I would disagree by
Where
the
is
actual
California ranked?
definition of poverty.
Okay. What do you mean by the
I'm
definition
so
of, like, the-
sorry. California literally ranks 29.
Exactly.
That means it's
What?
28
You
states
keep
in
saying
front of
you keep
it.
saying poverty when you want to say people that are unhoused.
And it
You're
is
trying to
because of
use a
population.
specific exactly.
Wait, are people that are unhoused in poverty or no?
You don't know their bank
don't know
account.
that. You really don't know that there are people who choose to be unhoused. Like there are people who actually travel the country in their vans. And yeah. And then also, why is it that you're trying to deal in absolutes here? And you also aren't taking into account that California is the most populous state in the United States of America.
Yeah, we can.
So of
take
course,
that into account.
but then
adjust
even
for
though
that.
George, even with that, George, all right, even with that, what's happening here is that it's still not number one, and it's still not in the top 10. It's not even in the top 20. It's number 29. And so, like your
should've
argument.
said-
Go ahead. What you should have
No,
said.
I was just about to say he should have said New York. At least he would have been in the top 15.
Yeah, you could have did that.
I'm trying to understand where you get 29 from. Like, what metric are you looking at?
I was looking at is rank within the U.S. Well, let me see.
But
What
like,
are we
like,
looking at?
like,
I think
what
we're
is the
looking
metric?
at- That's what I'm looking for. Jeez Louise.
Hey George, should we use your metric for what poverty is, or should we use like the actual metrics of the governmental system that tracks the poverty level within the U.S.
No, I'm happy to use yours. I'm just wondering which ones you're using.
I gave you looking at NIH.
looking-
You gave me
It has
the,
multiple
you gave me the
factors.
NIH one. I understand you gave me the NIH one.
So why are you still
But-
arguing California if you have the NIH?
Because
one?
she mentioned it was 29th, and I'm just saying, okay, well, that's
Oh,
a
I'm not
different-
looking at it
It is.
anymore, but
Oh, that's why I'm asking
That's
her.
the-
She
that is the
mentioned it
rank.
was 29th.
Yeah, that is
So
the
I'm like,
rank for
clearly,
it.
let's say I
then,
take
like,
Santana's.
here we go.
Well, I'm just responding to Santana. Like, if I'm going to believe Santana, but then Erica's number has a conflict with Santana's number, I'm just trying to understand what numbers you each are using. So
What
we can have like a
conflict
consistent.
do our numbers have?
You said it was 29th.
It is ranked.
I don't
It
think
is
Sant-
ranked 29th with New Hampshire
Okay, what
being
did
ranked
Santana
number
say? What is
one.
it ranked?
Is
I
going.
didn't say it
how
was
is it
ranked
go-
anything.
He didn't say that it was ranked anything. Actually, he just said out of the top. He said that out of the top 15 for poverty rate, that all but 2 are red states. That's all Santana said. He never gave the rank of the states. I mentioned the rank. So like New Hampshire, all right, has the lowest poverty rate in the country. So that's why New Hampshire is ranked at number 1. All right. And if you take a look at the chart and that Santana told you about, and you have it in front of you, all right, you're going to be able to deduce that they have ranked the states. They rank them. All right. And you can either look at them in ascending order or descending order by the value. So the percentage rate of poverty in that state. All right. And if you look at it in descending order, all right, so starting from the top going down with the poverty rate, all right, you'll see that Puerto Rico is sitting on top. So that's why Puerto Rico, all right, is ranked at 52. And then Mississippi is next with 14.3% poverty rate. That's why they're ranked at 51. And if you keep on scrolling down, you're going to see that California is ranked at 8.4% with a rank in the US of number 29. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, thank you for explaining it.
All right, I just want to make
this
sure that you
data.
understand.
And
Okay.
Was he just trying to play in our face, E?
He
no,
was
no,
just
I'm
trying to play
not.
in our faces.
What
He's
I
trying
was
to play in
looking
our
at when I
face,
made
got
the
it.
claim, what I was looking at was you have to understand, what I was looking at was the supplemental poverty measure, the SPM, which is a federal metric. And when I look at that, Louisiana ties with California for the highest poverty in the nation. This is referenced a lot. I don't know. I live in California, and there's a lot of the governor seats coming up. So a lot of the contestants, or what do you call them? Like a lot of the people running for governor are all quoting, when they say that California is leading the nation in poverty, they're quoting the SPM.
They did a trust me, bro, and you trusted them
No,
instead
no,
of
no.
actually
They're
checking.
correct. If you look at the SPM,
No, they're not.
They are correct according to the SPM. So that's why we have
They're pulling a specific indicator out of the total data, just like you're trying to do, and you're trying to justify. See, the difference is we don't trust you, bro, and that's why we're actually pulling up the
No.
information ourselves.
You know the SPM is a federal measure, right? Like it's
Yeah,
not. Like
I'm
a
saying
fucking
you're
bro.
pulling out you're pulling out a piece of it instead of looking at the whole thing.
Picture.
What do you mean looking at the whole thing? The
All
different
right.
metrics just
Hold on.
control for different things. It's not like it's like your number is more whole. Like I'm actually looking at if you go to the your site and you click on poverty and you open the dictionary for the poverty section, it says blah 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 if their total family income.
Wait, you said they're quoting. No. Go back to what you said, your source, or the source that you said you were looking at. What are you looking at? You said the SPM, right?
SPM, supplemental poverty measure.
Okay. What's the actual site specifically? Where can I find the SPM?
They have it
I'm
on the
looking at
government website.
He doesn't know his source.
Just type in SPM. Just type in
Yeah,
SPM.
I did.
He doesn't know
I
his
did.
source.
It brought up like a guy. He's a 55-year-old. His name is Carlos Coy, known professionally as SPM. Is an American rapper and convicted sex offender.
Oh,
So-
shit.
That's what came up when I looked it up.
Jesus Christ.
I don't understand. You can literally type in supplemental poverty measure and it comes up. It's census.gov.
I'm looking right at it. I just think it's amazing that you don't know your sources. And the reason why I say that is
I
because you
literally
are
told
very
you the source though.
no. I'm sorry. What?
I told you what metric I'm using. I told you the source.
You told us, but you
Like, I-
don't know where you found this information. You just said just look up SPM. When you literally could say I got it from census.gov. And then you will be able to tell
Okay.
us from
Isn't that
there,
what I-
look
is
up
that not- is that not what I s-
look up the SPM. And then know what you will be able to do? You will be able to tell us the methodology. What's the methodology for this?
Well, that's what I
What
was
do they
actually
look at?
looking into.
Okay.
Let's
so what
read
do they
it.
look
You
at?
want to read it together? Okay, one sec.
Also, again, this I'm looking at it now as well. And again, official poverty measures, poverty threshold, number and percentage of people in
So here's what
poverty
it tracks.
using official poverty measures, number and percentage of families and people in poverty. Bro, there's literally this
That's why I was
literally
saying there's
validates
two-
what I said. You
The
picked
two
one
pri- hold on.
part.
Look, what I'm saying is that the two primary measures of poverty are official poverty measure, OPM, and SPM, supplemental. The supplemental includes government assistance like food stamps, tax credits, and childcare subsidies. I'm reading this off their website, but it still focuses on income and out-of-pocket expenses rather than long-term economic resilience or independence. And the official poverty measure, it's based on a 1960s formula adjusted for inflation, and it does not account for modern expenses like housing, childcare, transportation, or healthcare. So we have two measures. You can't tell me the methodology of the one you're citing on NIH or whatever.
Can you tell me which actual point that you're looking at? Because again, I see multiple tables. I have multiple pieces of information that I can pull out, whether we're looking at the OPM or the SPM. That's the point that I'm
The
making.
point I'm making is that according to the SPM, California is leading alongside.
Where does it say? Where does it say that, George?
Look at the measures. Like, look at
Which
the table.
one?
Okay, here, I'll pull it up for you. Was it 2024? I mean, which year do you
I'm
want to look at?
looking. Listen, George, listen to what I'm saying. Just give me a second, all right?
Sure.
So the official poverty measure, there's multiple tables and multiple measurements of poverty. You have for OPM, you have poverty threshold, you have number or percentage of people in poverty using official poverty measure. You have the number and percentage of family and people in poverty by the type of family using official poverty measure. You got a bunch of those. And then when you start going to SPM, you have 2 adults, 2 children poverty threshold. You have number or percentage of people in poverty using supplemental poverty measures by age, race, and Hispanic origin. Like, again, so my point is they're looking at different data points. Which specific data point are you using to say that California is at the top? And then again, that still actually makes my point.
What point is that?
California.
No, just
is
so I-
number one. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Some motherfuckers just like skating uphill. I don't know. Anywho,
It's ice skating.
whatever. I said it almost right. I was close enough.
If you're gonna quote me right.
I'm not quoting you. I'm literally quoting Blade. That's like from Blade. It's not. You didn't come up with that.
That's my twin brother, me and Wesley Snipes.
Y'all look just alike.
Here, do you want the exact? I can pull up the exact chart for you. Do you want a link or something?
I just want you to tell me which data point you're using.
I'm
That's it.
using the SPM, which is a federal data point. And the chart is called, what is this one called? Number and percentage of people in poverty by state.
Okay.
And
Okay, say it again. Which one? Say it again.
you can go here. Do you
No,
want
no, no, no. Just say what you said again. Just don't.
number
don't
and
just say which
percentage
one.
of people in poverty by state and different poverty measures using 3-year average. And here you have the OPM, the SPM,
Okay,
and the difference.
okay. So I see the one that you're using. Cool. So I'm gonna click on that one. Okay.
Yes, and the SPM column, you'll see that Louisiana
So
and
Alabama's at the top. Oh
Are
no.
17.7.
Okay, it's in alphabetical order. Give me a second.
It's alphabetical, but look, when you look at the percent of poverty, you
Mhm.
can see that California and Louisiana are the highest when you go through it at 17.7%. You see what I'm
Okay,
saying?
Give me a second. Hold on.
Yeah, take your time. No rush.
So I see the percentage. Oh, you said for SPM. Why aren't we looking at OPM?
Well, OPM OPM is an older formula that doesn't account for modern expenses like housing,
or better
childcare.
yet, why wouldn't we look at the difference? Because that's what they give, like the OPM and the SPM, and then they give the difference. So why wouldn't we look at the one? Why wouldn't we compare the difference between the two?
SPM is generally used like more in this conversation. When politicians are running, they reference the SPM the same way they reference U3.
Wait, so are you telling me that politicians specifically use data points to try to control a narrative?
No, it's because the OPM doesn't account for housing, childcare.
Wait, so you're saying that politicians don't specifically use data points to try to control a narrative?
Again, like this is not a partisan issue. Like it's just OPM is considered like not as strong as a metric because it doesn't account for like housing and stuff like that, like things that
the OPM is the official poverty measure.
I know,
why wouldn't
but
it be as strong?
It doesn't account for healthcare, housing, childcare, and transportation. That's why it's not as strong. It doesn't account for modern expenses. It's an old metric.
Yeah. Okay.
Am I wrong?
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying that you're literally still making my point.
Dude, my point was California was leading according to the SPM.
My point is that you're specifically picking one data point. I had to get you. It was like pulling teeth
cherry picking
to get you to tell me which actual data points you were using, which chart were you actually using to justify what you were saying. Now there's multiple charts.
I provided it. Yeah.
Exactly. But you.
Okay. We're here now. We're here now.
What?
You can talk. Right? I mean, we can talk about it.
Why would I want to talk about your one specific point?
Because it's the official. It's what the U.S.
It's the one thing that makes your argument.
Okay,
but if you look at,
I said it like 5 minutes ago in my brain. Like he wants to focus on California, especially on this one, because it makes his point that California is high.
Yeah. Here, let me give you an example.
However,
when Biden had claimed in 2021.
But what I have a question. Hold on one moment. I'm sorry, George. I have a question. All right, because again, I'm using information from the census. All right, and then also Santana has it from the National Institute of Health. All right, so he has that shows different data than yours does. Okay, all right. They all have to use the standard of including certain information, such as, let's see here, what the federal poverty line is, and then if you're going by state, what that state's poverty level is. So, like, why is the information skewed against each other? Because mine shows something different than even what Santana says in regards to the percentage, and yours also shows something different, but yours more so proves your point than anything else, especially when you cherry pick and you want to look at the SPM, the supplemental one.
Definitely cherry pick.
Yeah, so
Yes,
when I came up here,
Liv.
I was like, just to be clear, when I came up here, I was legitimately trying to understand your source. Like, I've never seen this NIH.
When you came up here, we hadn't even given you a source.
Exactly.
Well,
I
I'm
was,
saying
like, talking
when
about
you
how,
gave
like,
the
you don't know their
source, I was
nature.
trying to understand your source.
We gave a source based off. So the source, see.
Like, I've never seen. I'm just.
Do you
I'm
play
used to-
sports,
I've never
George?
seen
Do you like
someone-
sports? You like sports?
I mean, no, I don't watch sports. No.
Okay. Do you play cards? You ever?
Like, I'll play some poker or something. Like, what do you
Poker.
mean?
Cool.
Okay, great.
Poker. Okay, cool. So or you know what? Better yet, blackjack. You ever play blackjack?
I think I generally that's the 21, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of know the rules, but not really.
Okay, cool. Let's say you're playing blackjack, right? And you get 16, right? You got 16, but the dealer only has one card down. Do you say, well, I got 16, that's the highest number on the board, so I win? Or do you have to actually wait and check the rest of the game, i.e., see what the dealer puts down to see if you win?
Yeah, I get what you're getting at. Sure. I'll follow
So the
you.
point that I'm making is the information from the NIH and also the information that Erica was just referencing from the census were both big picture. You're looking at an individual, you're looking at your 16 and saying, well, I have 16. I have the high, so I win. Instead of waiting and looking at the big picture.
Yes, Santana, that's why I was asking you guys to explain your source. But now that I've had time to read your source.
Can I stop this? Can you stop?
Hold on.
Wait, I
Hold
don't
on
think
one
you
moment,
realize
guys.
your
Hold on.
source is
Hold
not
on.
adjusted
You definitely
for
can,
cost of
Liv.
living.
You can stop it in just a moment. Hold on one moment, George. I don't like having to mute people, but hold on because I just saw this on YouTube and like this is American dollars? Like Solomon, those are American dollars? Really? Really, Solomon? Thank you so much, y'all. Shout out to Solomon on the tube for the super chat. Solomon sent a I gotta say it right. A $99.99 super chat. All right, saying sending so much aloha from Hawaii. Mahalo for this vital work you folks do every day. Oh my gosh, thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Mahalo to you too. Thank you so much, Solomon. That's freaking awesome, guys. Drop all the hearts in the chat for Solomon. I need to see hearts for like the next 25 minutes. All right, let's go. That is so freaking awesome. Thank you so much, Solomon. I appreciate you, love. That is fantastic. Thank you. All right, and guys, that's actually American dollars this time because I didn't mess it up. Thank you so much, Solomon. That is so freaking cool. All right, Liv, the floor is yours, love.
Sorry. Hey, I was in the chat and I wasn't even going to come up because I'm eating curry chicken from the Jamaican spot in Santana. You know how much I love curry chicken, but
Absolutely.
You didn't do the thing either.
I am. That's the second point I was about to say. But before I have to do the thing. Erica.
Liv. Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so the interesting part about this is just somebody using statistics, right? And like to misrepresent a point. Okay? Because the SPM is the methodology behind it, if you look it up, is based on survey data. It's based on survey data.
So is
right?
CPI. So are a lot of metrics.
So exactly. And also it doesn't include healthcare insurance, right? Which again, because of Obamacare, I'm sorry, the ACA, let's be very specific here. It's not going to necessarily represent fully any demographic. These numbers are skewed, right? And so the fact that there's very little transparency on the methodology on how they survey people, it's not a statistic that could be really used to justify any point. It's something that, and I believe it was Santana or Erica, I don't know, I came in a little late, but they were talking about it's something that politicians use to make themselves look good. And the last point is it's based on population, right? And so the amount of people in population. So if there's a higher population in California, there's going to be a higher poverty rate because there are more people in California. And when we understand how people move within society, we know that people.
Uh-oh, you cut out, Liv.
Let me know when I can respond.
Yeah, he cut out. Liv?
Yeah.
Oh, he'll be back. All right. But no, they're like I mentioned earlier, they are cherry picking the numbers, George. And again, it's to make themselves look good and the person that they're running against look bad. All right. So they can use your number to say that, Gavin Newsom isn't doing his job because, California is leading in poverty in the United States of America when that's simply not true. So if you're a person that's not going to do the, additional research and actually look into it, then you'll believe them.
Erica, I'm with you. I think a lot of metrics are total lies. I feel that way about a lot of inflation metrics, and we can go into that too. But the source that Santana provided me, literally on the definition page, it says that the poverty thresholds are not adjusted for regional, state, or local variations in cost of living. So your source, like SPM has issues, but your source has way more issues. It doesn't adjust. Like it's literally in your, like I have it pulled up here. Like if you click this button right here, this poverty definition button, which I think you have it up on yours too, and you go to the poverty section, I had it open here, you'll see not adjusted for regional, state, or local variations. So your number is the weakest number of all the ones. I think it's even weaker than OPM, to be honest.
I'm reading over it too.
Take your time.
Okay. Okay, are you looking at which one did you click on? Did you click on persons below 150% of poverty, or you looked at families, persons below poverty?
I think it was, well, the definition page doesn't change. I'm on, oh, you're talking about where I am in the definition. I'm under the poverty section.
No, I'm looking at the definitions of the poverty right here. I am looking at it because we have population white, then we go into poverty, then we go into poverty, families, persons below poverty, and then poverty, persons below 150% poverty. So I'm trying to see which one it is that you're looking at because they have 3 different charts that you can look at, and they have 3 different
Yeah, but
definitions.
they all say the same.
So
They all
which
have
one?
the same definition. Don't they all have the
Also,
same?
They don't all have the
Can
same
you go-
definition. That's why I'm asking you because I just read 2 of them and I'm about to read the third. So that's why they don't all have the same definition. That's why.
Also, just quick FYI. Hey, so the SPM and the OPM, the information that we're looking at, that's from your sources from the census, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay, cool. Go back to the source that I gave you and go to the notes and then tell me where it says the information that's compiled. What data are they using to cite this? What's their source for this?
Where is the notes in the same area as the definitions?
Yeah, it's under the actual chart, like as far as the ranking.
Oh, I see. Notes.
Where did they pull their data from?
Well, it says demographic data provided.
No.
by the census.
It says source, demographic data provided by.
Demographic data provided by the Census Bureau and the American Community Survey. Okay.
So it's using the census data.
Only for demographics. Only for demographic. It's demographic data that it's using census for demographic data, not the statistical analysis. That's why it's different. It is using. You're right that it's using the census, but it says for demographic data.
Right. So what was the point that you just tried to make?
The point I tried to make is that in the definition section of your source, on the poverty section, it has a both of them have this definition. Under the definitions, it says, where is it? That it does not account, here it is. The poverty thresholds are updated every year to reflect changes in the CPI. The poverty thresholds are the same for all parts of the country. They are not adjusted for regional, state, or local variations. And I can share my camera.
So, but here's the thing,
Okay.
because I had to
So
look into this.
wait, what's the point that you're trying to make with it? I'm sorry, go ahead. E.
Okay.
That you can't, essentially they're just saying that you
So-
can't meaningfully compare this because it's not adjusted for cost of living, which is the whole point of a poverty measure. You have to adjust it for cost of living. So you get what I'm saying? Like,
The poverty rates, of course, do differ. But I want to stop this because I think this is silly because both are using the Census Bureau. Like they're both using the Census Bureau. All right, because now it's just this is kind of getting silly. All right, so the federal government, they do set the poverty rate. All right, while states may have different guidelines. All right, due to population size and also due to population size specifically, actually. So due to population size, but they all have the same poverty thresholds. They don't vary by state. All right, and this is from the Census Bureau. All right, I'm gonna read this off to you all. Okay. All right, because George, I think that you're under the impression that let's say California's poverty level is $100,000, whereas Mississippi's is $20,000. Like that's what it sounds like you're coming from. That's what it sounds like.
not that
But
extreme.
that's not the
that
case.
extreme.
But they're all pulling this information from the census. Is what they're doing. So they're all using the same. They're all pulling from the same source.
The census is only using demographic data. It's not using
Exactly. It wouldn't be comparable, Dr. Steele, because again, things such as like your
It would be
population
with CPI.
do take into account.
It would be with CPI, which is what your source is saying. CPI. I mean, you can just concede the point. Like it's fine.
I'm not conceding. I'm not going to
I mean, I
concede
think-
because they're both
I
using
think
the
it's pretty
census.
clear that the census is
Are
only
they
for the
not- are-
it says- yes, for the demographics. That's it. It's only for the demographics. It's not for anything else.
So we have the national standard, which is through the Census Bureau. They set the poverty thresholds. All right, that are identical for all states and families of the same size and composition. Then we also have family-based, which is these thresholds are based on family size, the number of children under 18, and the ages of adults in the family unit. All right, let's see here. The Department of Health and Human Services publishes a simplified version of these thresholds known as poverty guidelines, which are used to determine eligibility for various federal programs. Okay, let's get into poverty data by state. Unless, Liv, you want to finish what it is that you were saying. All right, let's see here. While the thresholds are the same, all right, the actual percentage of people living below the poverty level varies considerably from state to state, because of population and then also income levels. Like, that makes sense. California
Well,
ain't
here-
number one. That's the whole
Let's just
point.
zoom out. We
What
can
else are we
look,
doing?
we can
Because I
sit
hate
in
when people try to.
statistics.
George, let me tell you something. I hate when people try to get into like the minutia of stuff. It's absolutely fucking boring. Okay, it's boring, it's silly, and it can be very circular. I don't want to do it. All right. Your claim is that California is number one. California, in fact, is not number one. Okay. Again, that is a lie that you likely heard from a politician to make Newsom look bad. And like, who really fuck cares? Newsom looks bad on his own all the time. Okay. So it doesn't really matter. All right. Anywho, the topic of the conversation was, in fact, that if you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to hell. All right. You're not going to convince anyone on this panel or the 700 people that are watching that Donald Trump, anyone in his administration, and anyone that actually voted for him cares about children, cares about their neighbor, cares about immigrants, cares about anything that isn't self-serving. You're not going to convince us of that.
I'll make the case for it.
Go ahead. By
Yeah,
all means, please.
I think that the left often blames us for not looking for government solutions and instead looking for market solutions, and they say that we don't care because we don't believe that the government is effective at actually providing solutions for this. If it was, places like California and New York would be paradises, but they're not. They have severe problems, right? So we look for market solutions. So when we're cutting government or welfare programs, it's because we don't believe handouts are sustainable.
But that's evidentially not true. We can look at the National Bureau of Economic Research, who did a specific study on Black poverty from 1860 all the way up until 2020, and it was published in 2023. And it assessed that specifically Black people had been disproportionately disenfranchised by government policies. This means that things like the Homestead Act, the New Deal, FHA, VA housing programs had that benefit not for white people just in one generation, but in multiple generations. Now, I won't deny that within the white community under capitalism, that the rich have exploited a lot of that wealth out of the poor, but that's just because poor white people are stupid and they don't have the financial literacy to be able to make good decisions with their money, right? But ultimately, we can see the net benefit still in 400 of the richest white people having more net wealth than 48.5 million Black people combined, that the richest 1,000 white people in this nation have more net wealth than every Black, Indigenous, and person of color in this country combined, that white people post-pandemic have between 6 and 8 times more net wealth than Black people. And even when we look at the poorest and lowest class white person in this society, they still hold 25% more net wealth than Black people. And segregation and redlining go back to the 1900s, the 1930s. So the argument that like handouts are not beneficiary is just absurd.
Well, I mean, first of all, hold on. We're not going to we don't disagree that there was like racist policy and like we can have like a race discussion, but
This is not a race discussion. This is an economic discussion.
Right, but it's regarding race.
This country is a
dividing it
racist
along-
country, but I'm having an economic conversation.
But you're dividing it along racial lines.
No,
Like you're saying
this
that-
country has divided along racial lines. I'm just following the guidelines that this country has created. But this is an economic conversation that when white people were able, when 11.5 million white people were given the Homestead Act versus 15,000 Black people, right? Given free land grant colleges gave an opportunity to white people. During the Homestead Act, you had the HOLC that specifically segregated Black and brown communities to desirable and undesirable neighborhoods. And today, Black people are 2.5 times more likely to live in polluted communities. That's environmental racism, something that the Trump administration just passed an executive order to disband allocation of funds to these areas. Now, look, this is an economic conversation, right, on how policies that were put into place to give handout and hand-ups to white people had a net benefit for them and their communities today, and economically, because we all live in capitalism, and disproportionately disenfranchised Black people. We can look at the wealth disparities between us. That is the conversation. I didn't create the categories. I'm just following the guidelines that this government in this country has created.
Where do you see more equitable outcomes for Black individuals? Like, what country would you look to model?
And so again, I would argue that we live in an imperialist and neo-colonial society built on indigenous land that was stolen by a small percentage of the population who now owns nuclear arms and continues this imperialist and neo-colonial regime over the Eastern world. Now listen, this is an economic conversation, and when we're talking about economics, we're talking about the exploitation of labor and the commodification of resources. And so when we look at the East, right, or the global South, that we can see that they hold the most resources, but they hold the least power within this capitalistic system because of this colonization. Things that happened to us in the past still affect us today.
Exactly.
Again, but you didn't answer my question. I've heard all the Marxist talking points. I understand. I get your stance. I'm just saying, like, what is an example then of a place where that didn't happen?
I'm sorry, just clarifying question, if you don't mind, Erica. Did you want to say something? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I actually did. I kind of want to talk about, like, because we were mentioning the social programs, and I want to talk about how Republicans do have a history of cutting spending to, funding to social programs, because prior to Reagan taking office, basically we could have been socialists. Like we lived off of socialism with all of the federal programs that we had in place, and Liv did speak to that. Most of those programs were targeted to and only available to white people. So that's where a disparity came into place. And then once those programs were available to Black people, they spent time trying to figure out ever since how to defund those programs. Like with Reagan coming in, and he cut over $140 billion from our social programs, including Medicaid, food stamps, education programs, and job training. Like prior to Reagan coming into play as president, like most public colleges were free. They were free. They were free. You had to pay for like your books, but tuition wise,
no, you're just paying it indirectly through taxes. It's no such thing as free.
Okay, I'd rather pay a higher tax and have people go to school for what we think is free. All right, then people having to pay higher taxes and still pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to school. I think the higher taxes to win with the free college.
It's not. The reason college costs are so high are specifically because of those subsidies. They've completely distorted.
That's not true.
They've completely distorted demand.
That's not true.
It absolutely is true.
No, it's not.
It's the same with healthcare. You should look up the first year that Medicare and Medicaid were passed. You should see how much hospital bills went up the first year. It was 37%. It was because it was
nothing to do with industry
specifically
greed.
because when you subsidize things through the government, demand explodes. When demand explodes and supply stays the same, prices go up. This is just basic economics. So I've heard all these points before. There's no evidence to it. You can blame Reagan all you want. You know who cut a bunch of government programs? It was actually Clinton.
Oh yeah, because I was going to mention Clinton too, because Clinton actually got rid of the cash assistance program and replaced it with the time limited TANF, which is still in play today. And it's not only the time limit, but it's actually a lesser amount. I say Clinton should have been a fucking Republican anyway. But Clinton, hold on, not finished. But with Clinton, the reason why that welfare reform was passed was because we have a similar situation to what we have going on right now, a government shutdown. The Republicans wanted to pass this welfare reform, all right, and the Democrats didn't want to pass it, All right. So in order for it to open back up the government, all right, they had to capitulate. All right, because the Republicans were holding the power. All right. And we can talk about Newt Gingrich too. I mean, what are we doing? You thought that I was gonna be like, no, not Clinton. Please don't talk about my dear daddy Clinton.
No. I'm not. I'm
Like,
not
dude
saying
could have
that.
been a
I'm not saying that.
Republican.
I'm just saying it's unfair to just try to blame everything on Reagan. Like I wasn't saying that. Oh, not Clinton. No, I think Clinton would have been a conservative nowadays. Like that's just how far left we've gone.
But
Wait,
Clinton
wait,
also
wait,
had a
wait, talk about
Republican majority. Go ahead, Liv. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God! I've been waiting to talk about Reagan for so long.
I know
This
you
is-
love talking about
Oh
Reagan.
my
and
God.
Let's
Reagan.
get into it.
Oh
Hey,
my
Liv,
God!
Do a little stretch.
Liv.
Let's get into it.
Liv,
I
may
don't
he
got the
rest in
chills.
hell. May he rest in hell.
May he rest in the pits of hell with Lucifer and all of his demons, and Lilith and all of them. Oh my God!
Republicans are the reason
Yes.
for all your problems.
First of all,
Yeah,
hey,
let's-
I want to talk to Erica, and then we have Nemo up here. And so, Erica, did you know that everything he said was just BS?
Yes, I did know that.
And you know why I know that?
Mhm.
Wait, what was
Because
the
when we look at the rise in the cost of healthcare, for example, and we look at Romney Care over in Massachusetts, did you know 97% of their population has healthcare? And because the public sector and the private sector were competing, it drove down the cost of premiums. And so when the
Talk about
government allows for these social programs, it drives down the cost for Americans. So like if the government was to subsidize education like it did, and this is where he was being disingenuous, because prior to, I believe, the 1960s, right, it was 80-20, meaning the government paid 80%. And even if he argues through taxes, it was our parents and grandparents that were collectively paying to the benefit of their next generation, right? And then in the 1960s, or in the 60s, was it Nixon? Nemo could correct me. Was it 68 with Nixon? We saw that 68 when Nixon was elected, right?
Mhm.
It began to shift
Yes,
as the tuition.
It was
Yep,
68.
tuition began to shift, right? 70-30, 60-40, all the way to where it is now, where the government pays 20% and the child, the college student, pays 80%. This is why tuition and people get a degree or $100,000 and they get like $4,000 or $5,000 in Pell Grants. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
It does not.
And it was just because Black and brown people had access to education. And also, did you know, just to justify this, Jorge, listen, I'm gonna point this out to you, buddy. That a 4-year degree from Berkeley, from UC Berkeley, the 1950s, was $800.
good times?
It's $800. What does a 4-year degree from Berkeley cost today?
Oh, I don't know. Definitely in the
Hundreds of thousands of dollars, likely. Is she still
All right,
here?
my point is proven. Just let me know when we can start bashing.
What point does that prove? I don't understand.
Oh, is that when the government interferes in the public sector, when we supply, as you call it, interfering in the public sector, that when we provide for the social safety net of the American citizens, it drives down costs in the private sector.
In the short term, in the long
No,
term.
in the long term.
No.
Romney Care. When
you're
was
saying the
Romney Care put into place?
Well, first of all, I don't
What
think that
year
Romney-
was Romney Care put into place?
What is Romney? Are you talking about Obamacare?
No,
No,
we're talking about Romney Care.
I'm talking about the state of Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's not a federal program.
It's
Okay.
a state program. We're
Yes.
talking about the state. You were just talking about California. I'm talking about Massachusetts.
No. But I'm talking about like nationalizing. You like.
Yeah,
healthcare.
hold on. Before,
I'm totally fine if a state wants to vote.
hold on. Oh, wait, one
If,
second.
if a state wants
That's a
socialized
pivot.
healthcare,
That's a
there's no
pivot.
problem.
That's a
It's not a
pivot.
pivot.
That's a pivot. Now listen.
States have their right to.
Listen. We're looking from state
How is
to
that a
state.
pivot?
You made the argument economically. You made the argument economically about when the government interferes in the private sector, it doesn't benefit. That having these social safety nets doesn't benefit the American population. But when I look at it, and these programs were intact post-Civil War, Erica, quick fun fact. Did you
Fun
know
fact.
the golden era, like when we're talking about when the manufacturing was here, our economy was at its best, no economist would disagree, it was post-World War II.
Yes.
from like 1948, 1949, all the way up until like 1960. Do you know why?
Why?
Manufacturing was at like 23 to 25%.
Okay.
Social programs were intact from the New Deal, the GI Bill, so on and so forth, right? And it was a literal boom for white people.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Segregation.
What's it like socialism?
Yeah, segregation or whatever, you know. But white people,
Socialism.
quite literally, this white middle class that we see today was built on that. The wealth gaps that we see today was built on literally the government subsidizing poor white people.
Can you just say it, Liv? It was socialism. It was literally socialism. They had all those government programs, like the implementation of
The
Social
New Deal,
Security.
yeah.
It was literally socialist political candidates that were in office.
We all agree.
There's a reason
the
that
beginning and the end.
FDR is oftentimes that some people like contemporary descriptions of him were that he saved capitalism from itself.
Yeah. What a joke.
Is that a joke?
Absolutely. He had so many failed programs. It's insane.
Yeah. Which ones?
You know the Department of Education, Department of Healthcare? There used to be one big department called HEW. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What does HEW stand for? Because I'm
Healthcare, Education, and Welfare.
yes, yeah, because it was under
Okay.
Carter that they reorganized that, correct?
Well, it started. No, I mean, was it under Carter? I don't know. It failed so horribly.
I was reading about the history of the Department of Education, and that's how I learned about what you were referring to. I couldn't remember the name of the department, so I remember it being lumped in with like other ones, which is why I asked. Yes, I'm aware of that. There was I can't remember the name of the thing that Carter signed, but basically it was just a reorganization of government agencies. And that's how we got the Department of Education.
Yes, and
Yeah.
Carter was a much better president than Reagan. Like, he low key is probably one of the most underrated presidents in American history. He was arguably one of the most best since Barack, until Barack and Joe Biden.
Anyways, to Nemo's point, Carter, it was in '79 that it was split into Department of Health and Human Services and Education, but it was split because these programs were failing so horribly. Like specifically the welfare side of things, it was bureaucratic bloat. It had no good outcomes, and
That's
we're
why was that?
well because the government.
What were Republicans doing?
It has nothing to do with Republicans and Democrats.
So it absolutely has everything to do with the tax
No, it
policies of Republicans. It absolutely does.
It just has to do with
This
the
is what
fact
we're
that-
talking about. I'm sorry, 1 second. But this is why when we talk about one of the flaws of fucking Reagan is responsible for one of the largest corporate tax cuts in American history.
Yes, and it was great.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, because the benefit is Reagan for the past 40 saying that corporations are entities, right? They're treated with the same civil liberties as human beings.
Do you believe in private property? Or
Now listen, you can argue that all you want, but any business that's operating in the United States of America that doesn't pay a livable wage and provide for the American government and the people as a whole should not exist in this country. Furthermore,
That's wages.
these programs were dependent on corporate taxes, right? When we look at the 1950s, when we had that economic golden era, the corporate taxes were somewhere around 54%. And individual income taxes were around 90%.
Okay.
And people were able to get a job and get themselves out of poverty, buy homes, take vacations every quarter. When you start defunding these programs, the way you defund them is through taxes. And so over
is
the
not
next
true.
40 or
This is not
50
true.
years, yes, it
It
is.
is very
No,
true.
it isn't. There's no. First of all, we still.
What
to this
evidence
day,
do
even
you
under
have
Trump-
to show that supply
Yeah,
side
I'm-
economics actually works?
What do you mean?
What
Do
evidence
you
do you
wanna,
have
like-
to show? Do you have any type? Because I know I had an economist in the
We
box
can go-
that I
we
was
can go
looking for,
through
but she's
any-
not here. But
We can go
Here's
through
the
any
thing.
country. If you look at our.
we don't
our
have to go
tax
to
code,
another country. I'm talking about what proof do you have that it works here in the United States of America? because
Well,
since the
housing is leading.
implementation
Sure,
of
sure, we
supply
can-
side
we can go
economics,
to-
we've seen the wealth gap
Yeah, we can look at
increase.
technology. We can look at housing.
False. All of that is false.
What
All
are
of
you
that is
No,
talking
it's
false.
about
not false.
technology?
The places with the most
Yes,
restrictive
I'll
housing
point this out.
Rhetorical.
or housing.
Yeah,
Hold on. The places
ahead,
where
go
housing
ahead, brother.
supply is the lowest, it has the highest prices of housing.
That's not true because we can
They
look
have
at
the most
we
restrictive,
can look
so
at
that's a
we
supply
can look
side
at
argument.
we can look at listen we can look
Wait,
we can go back
you
to
guys
look
asked
at
the question.
agrarian
Are you gonna
capitalism.
let me
I
respond?
Listen.
lady.
Okay, go ahead and finish. I thought you were done.
My point is,
Okay.
even if you look, you're blaming this whole thing on corporate taxes that you want it back to 50% or whatever, which is insane. We already have some of the most progressive taxation in the world.
Not really.
No, we don't.
We
Also,
absolutely do.
what you're
I'm
saying.
yelling. No, I mean to be
We
on mute,
do.
guys, because I am yelling. All right, Nemo, you were about to
Tell
say
me a
something.
country with more progressive taxation than the U.S.
No, so this is the problem that you're saying. One, you're conflating innovation with taxation. Flaw. Secondly, when we look at innovation, the only time we had more innovation was during slavery with free labor and agrarian capitalism and mercantile capitalism. After that, we went into laissez-faire capitalism, which led to the Great Depression. After that, we entered into the Keynesian model of economics that's applied for the social safety net of the American people with the New Deal. Right. Ever since then,
Wait,
in
when
the
did we have
1960s,
laissez-faire?
going in the 1960s with
You have it all
Nixon,
mixed up.
starting with Nixon. No, I'm not. No, I don't.
You do, because
No, I don't.
the introduction of the federal income tax and the Federal Reserve System was 1913.
It was
That's-
1913. What I'm saying
Are you
is
saying
that
that
was
that's
during
close?
laissez-faire capitalism.
That's laissez. You think a Federal Reserve and a federal
No,
income tax is laissez-faire?
no, laissez-faire capitalism existed before they implemented those programs. Laissez-faire capitalism,
Oh, okay.
along with those
Sure.
going into that, created the Great Depression. That's what I'm saying specifically. Now, listen.
No, it was
after
the Federal
that-
Reserve that created the Great Depression.
That is listen. No, it's
It
not.
was artificially low interest rates sustained for decades.
Okay,
It was
that's not
literally-
true either. That's not
they
how
literally
economics
manipulated
works,
the monetary
friend.
system.
But that's not how economic works. Furthermore,
It is. It is. If
Again,
you know what inflation
again.
is, that's exactly how it works. What they did is
Hey.
they kept money super.
okay. I'm sorry, Eric. Go ahead. He was
No, it's okay. I do want the over talking to stop because George, what keeps happening with you? Because like if you ask Liv for a source, right? Like where'd you get that info from? Liv is going to be able to tell you where he got the info from. All right. But when we ask you for a source and like where you got that info from, you do this thing where you're like, no, and then you just keep talking about something else. Like you really do pivot a lot.
Erica, last time I gave you a
So
source,
you
wouldn't concede the
said-
point.
You because
I gave you a
your
source
point
and
you
I
were
proved your
cherry
source
first of all
wrong,
you
and
cherry
you did
picked
not
your
concede
point.
it.
We don't have to revisit
wasn't
that part
cherry-picked.
because you cherry picked.
It was
your
official
point.
poverty measure. It was literally an
You
official
literally,
measure.
and all of our sources were using the Census Bureau. So there's that. So we're not going to have to go back there. We don't have to revisit it. Okay. We don't have to do that. Okay. Right now we're talking about supply side economics. All right. And you made the mention
love this
that
topic.
supply side economics actually has been beneficial. All right. When economists, and I'm looking specifically at like the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget as one of my sources, all right, literally state that with supply side economics, it actually increases our nation's deficit and reduces government revenue. All right. And it's because people, all right, like rich people, so the top 1%, even the top 10%, along with corporations, aren't paying their fair share in taxes.
What is their fair share?
So that's why
You realize they pay more under Trump, right?
they may pay more in regards to dollar amount, but it's not in regards to percentage amount.
It is. They pay
All right,
46%.
like, we shouldn't have-
It is in percent. It's nominal, and yes, it is. That's percentage of total. This is how I know you have no idea what you're talking about. I can show you the tables. If you want sources, we can go through taxation. Do you want a source?
Sure.
Okay.
I do.
You
Go
ready?
ahead, Liv or
Let's see.
Nemo, whichever one.
But-
Yes, Bubba.
Let's go. I want to show you table 6. Let's go to the tax foundation. Let me know when you're ready.
What is your argument, friend?
My argument is that the top 1% are paying more now than they did under Obama or
They
any
have
other
more
prime
money.
ministry.
Because they generate more money.
Okay, why? Hold on. What do you mean they generate more money? Paid at
Because
a lower rate. They're paid at a lower. They're taxed at a lower rate. The marginal income tax.
Wait a second. Are you conflating individual income tax and corporate tax?
Oh, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about individual. I'm not conflating
Okay.
it. We can
Okay,
talk
great.
about
So
corporate.
again, my argument was around corporate tax.
Oh, let's talk about corporate. Please tell me a
Right.
country that has.
Okay, great. That's
Please
not
tell
about
me
a country. It's about
quote
the
unquote.
United States. Again, and that's another pivot. Because
Yes,
when I'm talking,
I believe
remember,
that
I'm sorry, really quickly. One second. Pause, George. Hey, Erica, Nemo, are you guys there? Because I don't like being gaslit. I might have not said this,
We are
right?
being gaslit. It's a lot that's happening right now.
I can give
I'm
you
gonna be perfectly
sources.
honest with you.
Okay.
We're being gaslit. You know what, Liv? Since we have this impasse right here, a little bit of a pause. Let me
It's not an
read these
impasse.
off.
Let's go through the
I
sources.
am literally talking to my friend. I want you to be quiet, please, sir. Stop. Thank you. Much
Sir!
appreciated. Jeez Louise, man. Whoo, Saw, you've been here since the beginning. You know that I'm also trying to parent at the same time, and you just keep talking over everyone. I already said I don't like muting people, and Liv has had to mute you twice now. Stop it. Okay? You're gonna stop. All right. Shout out to my girl Feisty for the peach. She knows I like peaches. Thank you so much, Feisty, for the $25, love. I appreciate you so very much. Also, John Matt, I can't say your whole name. Bubba, turn that down. Thank you. All right. Also, thank you so much to Catherine for the 5. Catherine did say bring up DUMB Blonde because she's an economist and a PhD candidate. And when I went to go look for her, she wasn't there, and I wanted her to be there. So I'm so sorry that I did miss her. All right, because I did see this earlier. So if you have her, if you are mutual with her, Catherine, please send this to her. I love to have her up here. Thank you so much. Also, shout out to my girl Lindsay for the 10. Lindsay said all the good things, love. Thank you so much with the peach, because she too knows that I like peaches. Thank you so much, Lindsay. And shout out to Bill, Jester Bill. Thank you so much, love, for the 10. Bill said help with the goal. Thank you so much, Bill. I appreciate you, love. Y'all are the best. So shout out to Jester Bill, Lindsay, Catherine, and Feisty. You all are super awesome. And that actually clears our goal, guys. All right, but that doesn't mean that the work stops. All right. So if you're continuing to enjoy the live, the education, information, edutainment that you are receiving, the best way to support the live is via the links in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. I also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. Also, guys, take care of Nemo and Liv. Both of their links are in their bio. As we all know, y'all aren't new here. Liv is a teacher, and Liv has a wish list for his students. If you want to support that way, all means, please do so. Everything is appreciated. Show them love while they're here. Fill up their coins. Do something nice for the guys. I'm not sure. And if DUMB blind, because I don't really use that word, I don't actually use that word anymore. If you're still here, love, by all means, please request up. I love to have you here. And guys, if you are on the tube, all right, best way to support the live is via a super chat. All right, is via a super chat. And guys, make sure that you're liking the stream. Thank you all so very much. Let's keep doing all of the good things. And Nemo, I haven't heard from you. Nemo, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, Jorge had asked about countries that have higher corporate income taxes. Like, name one country that has a higher corporate income tax. Is that correct?
We can go there.
Yep.
Okay. So my source on this is tradingeconomics.com because Tax Foundation didn't have the one list I was looking for. But this is the G20. And the US is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think, yeah, number 20. Or no, I'm sorry. No. Number 17 on the list in descending order for the highest corporate tax rate, meaning that there's 16, I may have fucked up on the counting, but there's 15, 16 countries in the G20 that have higher corporate tax rates than the US.
Does it account for state taxes?
Does
Probably
it account
not.
for state? No.
Okay, great. So I win the point. Next point.
No, you don't. No,
What?
no, you
What?
don't.
I do. I absolutely do. The country, name the 20 countries. Let's go one by one.
Okay. Argentina? You're muted.
Sorry. Can you repeat that? I got connected.
Argentina.
Oh, you're gonna name Argentina?
I'm not naming it. TradingEconomics.com is naming it.
Can I pull up? Let me pull it up with you. What's the link?
Sure. It's Trading Economics. If you just type in like Trading Economics corporate tax rate G20, you should find it. It'll take you to a thing.
By the way, I find it interesting that you pointed out a country that has 40 years of crippling inflation and their currency is just completely destroyed. So that's an interesting.
Sorry, my mic fucked up. I'm sorry. It's funny that I named a country what?
Argentina is in complete economic disaster. So like it's a weird one to name as for an example. Like that one might actually have a higher corporate tax rate, but that would
yeah,
make
no,
my point.
I'm
a
not
perfect
like
mi-
picking them at random. I'm
Yeah,
literally
sure.
just it is the first one on the list because it has the highest corporate income tax rate at 35. I
Right,
know
but
that
then-
Argentina is a disaster because Malay is a fucking ANCAP psychopath.
No.
We've had to ban. We are helping Argentina,
What happened before
even when
Malay?
Argentina is fucking us over in
Hold
the
on.
soybean market and working with China, which again that hurts American farmers, and it just further allows China to encroach upon the I guess our little sphere of influence, especially whenever it comes to being a global hegemon, but also in this hemisphere too. Like, don't get me wrong, I have plenty of criticisms of the United States, but when it comes to the great game of geopolitics and how that shit works, I don't want China running the table because of their current and past issues whenever it comes to human rights.
Nemo,
And
what
because
happened-
the U.S. is retreating from the world stage on that, because we have a fuckwit at the helm who is like, well, we're just gonna care about Americans, and trying to do the isolationist bent. Every time that the U.S. has gone isolationist, horrible things have happened within years.
not an isolationist. Do you know who Juan Perón is? The Argentine. Do you know what Peronism is? Argentina's economic system for the last 40 years. You like to blame Milei, who's only been in office for a year. Who do you blame before?
He's only been in office for a year. I thought he was in office.
Oh, sorry, 2
Longer
years now.
than
You're right. Sorry, maybe like closer to 2 years. So,
Okay.
but you're blaming Milei for 40 years, right? Of the outcomes of massive subsidies, state ownership, right? Intervention, welfare state, government jobs. So that's all Milei's fault, right? There's nobody else that it could have been. It's 2 years of Milei caused all that, right? If you're gonna pick Argentina.
When did the economic disaster in Argentina start?
It started in like the 80s, continued in the 90s. It's literally been like 40 years of crippling depression, wage stagnation. What do you like scarcity? What do you mean? When did it start? Well,
I'm
Milei's trying to
asking you
do.
when, like, you're implying they're in like a recession or some shit. Like, that's why I'm asking.
Are you
I mean,
familiar
I don't want to turn the conversation into something about Argentina. Very
Well, you brought up
simply.
Argentina. Argentina does have a super high corporate tax rate, but
Okay.
they've also suffered from
We can-
hyperinflation.
but
They have
fair enough,
suffered
like-
from hyperinflation. Like the example you brought up as like an example of an economy that's doing well is just like one of the worst economies in the world. They've suffered
Okay.
from hyper.
I'm not
this is
saying
the type of
an
country-
example of an economy doing well. I'm just reading the G20, dude. Like,
Yeah, sure. But I'm saying when you bring up an example of a country where the prices change, but like you buy things in the morning because the prices at night are so much more expensive. Like this is how bad the inflation has gotten there. It's just kind of bad. Like it's like
okay,
sure,
okay,
bro,
fine,
that's-
fine. So, we'll skip over Argentina, and I'm sure India probably has
Don't
other issues.
over Argentina.
Brazil, Japan, Australia, Germany, Mexico, South Africa, Canada, Netherlands, China, France. Any of those?
He can't even beat
Yeah,
Argentina.
we can go through those. A lot of the ones you named, China, France, et cetera, they actually fall below. The only reason, first of all, the U.S. is below is because of Trump. Remember, under Obama, it was 35% as well, corporate tax rate, and under Biden, I think Biden wanted 28, or what did he want? Was it 28 or Kamala wanted like 35 as
he
well.
wanted the corporate tax rate to be moved to 28, I think.
So the corporate tax rate would have been higher under any Democrat in the U.S. in any of these countries, and that's not accounting
No,
for
it wasn't.
Yes, it would have. 35 is Argentina level,
Okay, and 28 is not as high as 35.
and China, France, half the ones you name are at 25.
Dude,
and
are
that's
you
not-
looking at that list?
I am. Okay,
Okay, I want you to click on the
I'm gonna-
G20 tab and
I am.
read off
I'm
for
on
me
it.
what the percentage is next to China.
25.
Okay, now move up to Mexico.
Mexico 30.
Okay, and every country above that,
Yeah,
every one of those
giving
would
me
be higher than
examples.
28, meaning that Argentina, India, Brazil, Japan, Australia, Germany, and Mexico would have
And the point I'm
higher
trying to
corporate
give
tax
to
rates.
you, the point I'm trying to give to you is that those countries only have a corporate tax rate at the federal level. We have corporate tax rates at federal and state level. When you account for the state level, we actually have a higher corporate tax rate than a lot of these countries, than France, for example. Most states have what, 8%, 6% corporate tax rate? Even with Trump's lower corporate tax rates, it still is above China and France and your examples. They don't hold up. Well, you're just not able to account for the two-tiered system that we have.
I'm
Because
sorry.
we are
Can I ask you
federal.
this question?
That isn't true because it's going down to 15%, correct?
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I
like you
hope it
can look
does,
at a
but it's
yeah,
not at
federal
that
it does,
rate.
but you can also look at a state like New Jersey that has one of the highest corporate tax rates in the country. All right, and you can do the math if you want to. All right, because I have the formula right here, and that's what I was looking at. All right, and no, once that new tax rate kicks in, no, they won't be paying more in taxes compared to a
I'm
place like
and that's why we will
Australia.
have,
Or a place, let's see here.
and that
I'm
is a
looking
good
for other
thing.
places. Let's see here.
And that is a good thing
That's a
because we will
good thing
have
for
higher.
corporations that make millions of dollars not to pay a lower tax rate?
Yes,
Why?
absolutely.
Why do you say that?
Well, one, first of all, I'm sure you've seen the studies on this, that hiring corporate tax rates, who does it mostly affect? 50% of it gets passed on to to workers. You're familiar with the study, right?
Nope. What's the name of the study?
Let me pull it up for you.
Okay.
Literally 2
I
seconds.
thought since you're asking us if we're familiar with it, that you would just have
It's
it.
a Harvard.
But no, it doesn't
it's a
because
Harvard
we've
study.
actually for the Center for Economic Progress, that one. All right, they did a study, and what they showed is that cutting taxes for corporations actually don't help the lower tier employees, so the ones at the bottom. Now, mid-range employees do see a percentage of that, but it mostly goes to C-suite, and of course, you know about corporate stock buybacks, right? I'm pretty sure you know about
What's wrong
those.
with? Let's
All right,
go
so
through
it
it.
actually
What's
benefits
wrong
the
with
people at the
stock buyback?
top. It benefits the people
No, it
at the
doesn't.
top rather than the people at the bottom.
Stock buybacks are extremely helpful for the economy.
It's market
We can
manipulation.
also
It
do a
helps
study
people at
to
the
say on
top
that.
keep money in their
No, it
keep
doesn't.
money.
That's not true.
Okay.
It helps
It's market
capital out.
manipulation.
It's not market manipulation. It
When
actually
did they
helps with-
become legal?
It helps with capital allocation. When did they become illegal is the question.
Hey, I'm sorry. I just really don't want to move past the point because I don't think Nemo, respectfully, he should have been able to move past Argentina.
What? We did move past Argentina.
No, I don't think you should have been allowed to.
Okay, let's go back to Argentina then.
What happened to their economy?
What do you mean, what happened to their economy? Like, do you want to go over metrics?
Yes.
Government spending to GDP or something like that?
Okay, great. They had progressive policy. They had agriculture. They had manufacturing, right? It was the United States that destabilized their economy,
Not true.
both directly and indirectly. Okay, so tell me about
That's
Operation
the
Condor.
cop out. That's the Marxist cop
I'm sorry.
out.
I'm sorry. Tell me about. I'm sorry. Tell me about Operation Condor. When we talk about, for example, backing regimes that destabilize leftist movements, and then the United States backs these military movements to put up conservative movements that pass these policies. It destabilizes their economy. The United States has done that more specifically in the Cold War, and it had its drastic impact in the 1980s and in the 2000s. Now, can you please tell me about Operation Condor of the United States?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, so Operation Condor was a movement for the United States to destabilize leftist regimes across the world, right? Specifically, one in Argentina, right? And also what it did was essentially practice compartmentalism, right? Meaning that the world would stop trading and devaluate the Argentinian peso. So what you're saying, right, is just a bunch of BS. I'm sorry, Erica. I hope your mom's not in here.
This is Pinochet.
She's not.
This is
She's
you're talking about.
probably
You're bringing up Pinochet.
Okay, great. So listen,
Talking about
I just
Pinochet.
find this to just be totally disingenuous, right? Because listen, like you can say that, you know what, it's these policies, it's X, Y, and Z. No, we put people in place. We back government regime. We top Argentinian governments generation after generation. And
Liv,
then
let me-
and then you want to point out that economy was destabilized. What sense does that? Yes, it was destabilized. Yes, they saw massive inflation, and it was because the West continued to interfere in their leftist policies in attacking of socialism during the Red Scare and in the Cold War.
Liv, you have your time. Like, let me respond. You have your timeline all wrong. Operation Condor. You're talking about Pinochet era. The Pinochet era, he was a dictator, and there was political repression, and people had no civil liberties. But the economy boomed. So to make an economic argument that this was like bad economically,
Who
is just
implemented
totally.
it? Who
You just have no idea about the
I'm sorry.
chronological.
Who was behind Operation Condor?
What do you mean, the U.S.?
Okay. Now, who was president in Argentina?
Pinochet got installed.
Okay. He was installed
Okay.
by who?
You could argue the U.S.,
By
but there.
the
I mean,
US.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Literally.
What are we doing here?
By the U.S.
And what
It's like
happened
What are we
literally the
doing
same thing
here?
that they did in Iran.
do you know what happened
That's
after
what
he
they
was
do.
installed?
They destabilize
The
countries and
economy-
they
Listen,
install
this
them
is
dictators,
called-
and then they get mad that their dictators
Dude.
become dictators.
When
It's
did
literally
Pinochet get
called
off-
blowback,
Ooh.
Erica. It literally.
When did
Good
when
God.
did
One second.
Pinochet-
It's literally the technical term is called blowback, right?
Mm,
The United
okay.
States would back a military coup to destabilize a government, right? And
Mhm.
then when that government becomes tyrannical and the country goes out of whack, they go in and say, we're going to bring democracy to the people. And then we leave with all of their resources.
Pinochet's government, while it was dictatorial, saw an economic boom. When he left after his 17 years after he served, that's when shit started to fall apart because they elected a socialist.
Mhm.
That's the start of Peronist. Do you know what do you know
False.
who Peron is?
False. That's not how
No, it is not
economics
false.
works.
Ava
It is
says
not
Yes, it
false.
is. Erica.
You're
Watch
trying
this,
to
Erica.
blame.
I'm
you're
sorry,
trying
watch
to
this.
blame-
Hold on 1 second.
Pinochet
Erica.
is in Chile, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I got them mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Argentina.
Yep. And so listen, and so yeah, go ahead and try to Google something. But Erica, let me tell you why that argument.
Why is that argument?
Thank you. Okay, because when Donald Trump took office, 2017, 2018, did we see an economic boom?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Erica, did Donald Trump pass any policies that created that economic boom?
TCJA. That's it.
No, he did not.
No,
No,
he didn't
he
create
didn't.
any policy.
He didn't do
He-
any policy.
He
Actually,
absolutely did.
what he doesn't want to admit. What he doesn't want to admit is that the pandemic actually saved Trump's ass. But hey, Hector, quick question. Thank you for joining. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, I have a brain.
Yes, he did. I know he did.
Did you not see me mouthing? Say yes.
I
You didn't see me
really
doing that? Say yes.
wasn't looking at
Come
your face
on,
at the
bro.
moment.
Help me.
She
Hold
sent
on
me
one moment,
a
Hector.
message.
Hold on one moment, Hector. Hold on. Let me make sure I get the right sound.
Help me! Help me! Nigga!
Help me. You're supposed to help. You're supposed to help.
I got no cues, bro. I ain't getting
Hey,
the proper
Tone, did you
cues.
vote for Trump?
Absolutely not.
God damn it, you too.
Help me! Help
Sorry.
nigga! Help me!
What are we doing? Did you not? Okay, all
I
right.
lied. I'm a grifter. I voted for Trump.
Yes, I voted for him. Go Trump.
Y'all both get on my nerves. I don't know you, Tony. You get on my nerves. I don't know you, and you getting on my nerves.
I'm sorry.
Okay. What are we doing?
Wait, is this?
What are we doing? Hey, Mark. Hi, welcome. Did you vote for Trump?
I sure did. I
All
sure
right,
did.
awesome.
America
And
great
how old
again.
are you?
I'm 27.
27. Okay, all right, Mark. Hold one moment, please. Oh, one moment. Good, googly, fucking moogly. Liv, you know I love you. All right, you do. You know I love you. All right. I did send you a text message, and you were doing the slow burn. Now you're gonna go check it. All right. While Liv is checking that, George, I want to let you know something. I didn't press the button. Sorry. My bad.
Can I say something?
Right. I just hate all of the choices that you make, because those are the choices that bitch ass niggas make. That's all.
That's all.
So,
That's all. That is
Fuck you,
all.
George.
I have seen like 20 different people who have paid for a subscription, all right, and they wanted to use their benefit, and I saw it, and I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. All right. I'll take that one. Okay, I'll take that one. Also, super chats. All right, I missed those because of the friggin' George. All right, so Sean, I am so sorry to you, my friend. Sean sent 5 at 6:11, and I missed it. I'm so sorry, Sean. Sean said they've been wrong since Obama. When are they going to get it that we aren't going to buy their bullshit? It's an insult to one's intelligence. It sure is. He was insulting our fucking intelligence the entire time that he was up here. It's literally what he was doing. We showed him sources, and they all were pulling from the exact same primary source, which was the U.S. Census. And he tried to make it seem like it wasn't. Like, sir, we're not stupid. All right, we know how to read. We know how to disseminate information. Okay, you're not the smartest guy in the room. All right. Also, Sean sent another $5 and at 6:19, and Sean said, "Dude, stop lying. You got. You're starting to sound seriously stupid. Just quit. Get off Trump's jack." Seriously, it's effing sad. And is. Okay? Tis all. Also, Sean, Rick, thank you, Sean. At 6:31 said, look up SNAP's definition of poverty for a family of 3 is 33,000 and change. SNAP is probably more accurate. Yes, because that goes towards family benefits. And that's all I was trying to explain to him, that of course is based on the state's population, but the thresholds are typically the same. Not typically, the thresholds are the same federally. All right. But they can vary within the state. And he wasn't looking at one that was only taking into account the state poverty level. Because again, he was using the fucking census data. So he was using the federal poverty level. I don't like that guy. I didn't like him. Also, Sergeant Pepper, thank you so much for the $2. Sergeant Pepper said, notice me, senpai. I don't know what a senpai is because I don't watch anime, but we're going to get there. All right. But thank you, Sergeant Pepper. I appreciate you. And I notice you. You're the best. Thank you so much. Gosh darn it, Sean. Sean sent 20 and thank you so much, Sean, for the $20 super chat. Sean said the war budget has increased its budget to almost $1 trillion. That is very, very true. This guy is splitting stupid hairs. What the fuck are we talking about here? P.S. Does this guy know how many times Reagan tried to get guys like me unalive? No, he does not. And Sean, unfortunately, I don't think he cares. But Sean, thank you so very much for your service. And thank you so much for supporting me. I appreciate you, love. Also, the other disgusted veteran, he probably tired of me using his name, but it's Sean. Sean sent another 10 where he said, yo, I'll blame Reagan. He coined the term welfare queen. He did, in fact, do that. And then he blamed it on a black woman when, in fact, the woman that was the welfare queen that was arrested for the fraud was a white woman. They doctored the picture. So there's that. But he said Reagan and his CIA moved, he did move the sugar booger into the states. This decimated the black population across all states with the C-RAC epidemic accident. That's something Liv loves to talk about, and we are really trying to get Liv started with his YouTube so he can do a whole ass series on Ronald Reagan. All right, and every time we mention Reagan's name, we have to say, may he rest in hell. Okay. And last but definitely not least, thank you again, Sean, for the 5. Sean said Reagan got 241 Marines unalived in one day. My God, dude, shut up. Reagan was a murderous thug. Let's see here. I am the closest to a Reagan expert you can know. Dude, try me. He said, try him. George, I guess next time you come around, I'm going to see if Sean wants to come around too, and you guys can talk about Reagan. And Liv's going to be here because that's Liv's thing too. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. That was a lot. I appreciate it. And I read every single comment because it's important to do so. So thank you all so much for sticking it out. Keep doing all of the good things. Show love to the panel. And yeah, if you voted for Trump, get in the box. Get in the box. What's up, Liv?
Hey, I just wanted to do one more piece of Reagan slander because I saw your message and I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
He sold CRACK.
He did, because he did. He really did. He really did sell it to fund what? To fund the destabilization of the government in Nicaragua. We love destabilizing other countries. And then we implement these dictators in there and get, oh no, my Trump supporter left. No, come back. No. Okay. Shut up, Hector. But that's what he does. No, it's not? Okay.
Hey, Liv, she been treating you good tonight?
Oh, she even talked about my kiddos.
Fantastic. Just want to be sure. We gotta make sure. We gotta make sure we safe around Erica sometimes, you know. It's all good. It's all good.
What
Hi
do you
Erica, how
mean?
you doing
What?
tonight?
Huh? What?
I'm always
I'm a
safe around
friggin'
you. I'm not
princess.
co-signing. I'm not
I'm a
co-signing.
princess. What are
I'm
we
not
doing?
co-signing. Well, I got an echo.
Y'all ever met that type of black woman who bullies you, but without it, you'd be a lesser man? That's Erica's. That's Erica's bullying. It's a healthy form of bullying.
I
It is.
tried.
Erica's the type of person she gonna softly and aggressively tell you, make sure you do this shit and get your life together. That's the type of person
Pretty
Erica is.
much. What are you doing,
Um,
Hector?
Also, fuck Trump supporters. Fuck every last one of you. Chew on some goddamn marbles. That's what the fuck I think of every last one of you.
Break your teeth, please.
How does Hector know if your mom is in here or not? Because I be trying to be nice. Because I be thinking she be watching.
Oh, I always
I'm a-
let people know when my mom is here.
Yeah, we got a new rule. Liv, she puts a badge up whenever the mom's here.
Mhm.
Okay,
When
cool.
mom is here, I put the badge. I put the sticker. I say, "My mom is here! Yay!"
You want to hear a terrible piece of information I just learned, Erica?
Sure.
So the process of cutting food stamps and care for people did not start after January 20th, 2025. It actually started in December when these administrations started changing their policies and perspectives to usher in Trump and his new administration. There's an individual that I just got off the phone with before I came up here who had hundreds of dollars of their food stamps for their big family just stolen from them. And the administration, before Trump got in there, used to refund it because they didn't penalize poor people when other people robbed them of their aid. They changed that.
Oh, I really.
They changed that.
Okay.
So
Oh.
now imagine having nothing, and then the one bit of things that you get, the little aid that you get, is stolen from you. The government looks at you for the month and says, tough shit. And that's Donald Trump's actions. That's Donald Trump's policies that started this. So fuck every last one of you who voted for already hungry, already poor, already downtrodden people to be put in worse situations for stuff that is completely out of their control, literally out of their control. Yes.
I
Fuck
don't care
y'all.
what anyone says. I'm convinced that they're going to hell. I am. I'm convinced. If hell is real, they're going to it. They're going to it simply because they lie. They lie. They say that they care about their fellow men. They say that they care about children, but everything that they do is the opposite of that. Everything that they do. And because the Democratic Party and people on the left, care about other humans, and all humans are inclusive. That includes our transgender friends. That includes our queer community. That includes our gay friends. Like, it includes everybody. And they want to make sure that everyone gets to eat and everyone gets to go to school and that everyone has health care. Some way, somehow, you say that the Democrats don't love God because the Democrats believe in freedom of choice, which is what our actual country was founded on.
And
That party is not perfect, but I would say if we had to look at the policies in which they put into place and what they advocate for, the Democrats are the one that are in fact closer to God. All right, argue with your mama or your baby daddy's second baby mama. I don't give a fuck. Don't argue me with me. No, I'm not doing it. And what do you think, Liv? Because you're like a Christian. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Dean. Hi, love. How are you?
Why, I'm fine. I'm just going to come up and tell you that I voted for the greatest president ever, Donald J. Trump. Help y'all out there. but it was too late.
Thank you, Dean.
I couldn't pass that up. I was like, shit. Let me up there. Let me up there.
I had no idea that was you, Dean, for a second until I looked at my screen.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
a, I'm a
Thank you for
pretty
helping
convincing
out.
goober.
Yeah, it was the accent. It was the accent.
Well, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You got to be down here with the real people down here in Alabama or somewhere.
Exactly, down there somewhere. I know.
Although
You
I
gotta be
live in
down there.
Iowa, and I'm calling it Iowa-Bama these days because we're trying.
It's like a race
We're
to see
trying
who
to
can
be
be the
stupid.
cruelest these days. It's freaking weird. It's so weird with
Oh,
these
and
states.
Ann Reynolds just signed some shit the other day that was even worse than anything she's ever done because she's on her way out, so she didn't give a fuck. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to swear.
You okay? I cuss all the time over here.
Mama's not here. We good.
Well, I know your
Yeah, my
mom's
mom's
not here tonight, so.
Yeah. Wait, let me make sure. I didn't see her come in. Nope. She's not here. Do I want her here? No.
I'm always honored when I
Stuff.
get to be up on Erica's panel too. So
Oh, cool.
makes me feel
Awesome.
good.
Yeah. Got any news that
No,
you
but
want to
that
share?
George Jorge, whatever the heck his name was, that dude was just so full.
He was a debate, bro.
I mean, he was every argumentative and logical fallacy you can name. He was sea lining, he was moving the goalpost, he was doing all sorts of shit just to not to be able to go, I might have been wrong about something.
Yeah. And then like Santana wasn't supposed to be here, but he was helping because Bubba needed help. And so that's why Santana was here. But even though he wasn't even supposed to be here, he still did a hell of a better job than George did. Like, what are we doing? I don't like, again, I really don't like when people try to get into the minutia of stuff because then the plot gets lost. And we can talk about the minutia like in our free time, but when doing this, we don't want to get into the minutia of it because again, like people can lose track of what the actual point is. And the point is that California does not lead in poverty in the United States of America. It doesn't have the highest. It doesn't even have one of the highest poverty rates in the country. And he didn't care. He didn't care. You have jet lag
He
from
was going
George.
to cherry pick and
Yeah,
run and run and run. And well, how about this one? How about this chart? How about this chart? How about this other website? How about this chart? And it's like, no, shut up.
You didn't
Exactly.
substantiate your shit before you got up on this goddamn panel.
No,
Not
he
to
didn't.
mention, I'm tired of people using like population arguments to prove these points, and they're still wrong.
Exactly.
With California being so heavily populated, it's still not as bad as I think Texas. I want to say. Double check this.
Texas does have a higher poverty rate than California.
Well, and California is a donor state, and Texas is a recipient state.
And I believe Texas has 8 to 9 million less people.
Yep.
Fuck y'all. Fuck every last one of you. You're going to hell. And I asked God myself. I can confirm it.
Oh wow.
You got the special hotline?
No, I got the book that they don't read.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Fuck, I got.
The Bible.
I was like, God, are these people going to hell? And then I opened the book and I was like, oh shit, is this verse? Is this verse? Is this verse? There's a crazy amount of verses telling these niggas that they're going to hell. I think that's diabolical. Yes, I was
say,
correct.
yeah,
8 million
they
more
are.
people.
Those are the verses that aren't in the Trump Bible.
Yeah, they took the ones out.
Yeah, they did. Just like they took the the 12th through the 11th, the 12th through the 27th Amendment out. Yeah, that's what they did. Okay. All right.
Yeah. They got that
Yeah.
verse, Trumper 316, that the cruel will inherit the earth, some shit like that.
Oh, shout out. Thank you, Lindsay, for the 10. Lindsay said, always here for the Reagan slander. Oh, yes. I'm still waiting for Liv to make my shirt, by the way.
What shirt? Which one?
You're supposed to make a shirt with Reagan's face on it, right?
Mhm.
And it's supposed to say, may he rest in hell.
I got you. Oh, I forgot. I totally forgot.
I really
I'm
want
sorry.
that shirt. I really want that. I will literally wear that shirt like everywhere. May he rest in hell. Because like the majority of the stuff that we're still dealing with today is because of Ronald Reagan. He friggin' sucks. He just sucks.
No, and I wasn't listening real close sometimes because I'm still in the office. So no, I sent Venmo message earlier when George was here saying there wasn't this much gaslighting on an 19th century London street.
Jesus, that's a really good. He was definitely gaslighting us. Like, why did he do that to us? Why?
Because he's one of those people that literally can't imagine himself being wrong.
That's literally it.
So fragility.
That's it.
Yeah, typical.
Liv, I have something for you.
No, I won't touch it.
All right. Yes, thank you, Dean, so much for the $5. I appreciate you, Dean. And also shout out to Kenneth. Kenneth, thank you for the 4. Kenneth said, I don't have much, but I'm disabled and worried about our future. A little something for some therapy for you. I know MAGA drive you crazy. Kenneth, that is so sweet. And then Kenneth said another 2, because he said, just because your work is of the greatest importance. My gosh, thank you so much, Kenneth. Never feel obligated. Never feel obligated. But thank you. You gave because you wanted to. And I appreciate you so much, love. I really, really do. Thank you so much. And I worry about the future too. Especially like, I can't share my mom's story, but because I won't, but I can't share my mom's story, but I know people that do live with disabilities. I myself have a disability. I don't know if you guys know, but it's super under control. I promise it's super under control. Like my A1C, the last time I checked was 5.7. When I get it checked next month, it's probably going to be like 5.2. Okay. Super under control. But with that being said, I'm a type 2 diabetic, and also I have Graves' disease, which is a hyperactive thyroid. So there's that, but the Graves is also under control. But like just living with like disabilities it can be hard, especially like the invisible ones, because people, they don't know, they can't see it, so they don't think that it's real. But like, especially when my Graves' disease was out of control, I would like be driving and like nod off and like fall asleep. That shit was scary. I had to get that under control real quick. So it's a lot. It's a lot, guys. That's all I'm going to share because I really don't share a lot, but it's a lot. It's a lot, guys.
I'm glad you have
And it
those
is
under
expensive.
control, Erica.
Thank you, Dean. I appreciate that. But Liv, come back. I have something for you. I have something.
Before
Take it.
I'm going to need to drop in a minute because I got to go driving home. But I just want to say that
drive
it's
safely.
one of the depressing things about this regime. I don't even want to call it an administration. Is the number of times that we have to like interrupt regular therapy sessions for people just to digest the crap that's going on in this country right now.
Yep.
It's like, hey, we have to deal with like the issues you came to do therapy for, but shit, look what happened yesterday or look
Yes.
what happened this morning.
Yep.
You know,
At least my therapy sessions are 55 minutes. I spend at least 30 minutes talking about politics. Gotta vent to somebody,
Yep,
right?
yep.
So
because
there's
I
that.
have trans
sure.
clients,
They're political.
I have poor clients,
We
whatever,
do.
that are being directly affected by this shit, and they're like, I don't
Exactly.
know what to do. You know,
I don't know
So-
either, man.
but
But
you can
community
drive me
time.
down, Eric. I appreciate you as always,
Okay,
Hector.
Steve.
Love you, Liv.
Oh, always, man. Appreciate
Always
you, Dad.
love listening to you teach. So
Appreciate
I
you.
will see you soon.
All right,
Yeah.
Dean. Thank you so
Hey.
much for coming up. Have a great night.
Yep. Bye bye.
Hey,
Also, draw
Erica.
some hearts in the chat for Dean. Did you make my shirt?
Not yet. I have to get it over to my graphic designer.
Okay.
But I will deal with it for you.
Yay!
But I have 2 conditions.
What's the 2 conditions?
The first one,
Mm-hmm.
oh no, I can't do it. Why am I doing this?
Oh Lord, what are you doing?
Green screen.
What is he doing? I thought he
Oh,
was
there
about to
it
pull
is.
a parachute. I really thought he was about to pull the parachute. I was about to start crying. Like, don't pull the parachute.
So this is
Oh, go ahead. Oh,
oh,
I'll make you big screen.
this is the Ronald Reagan t-shirt. Ronald Reagan sold smack at thelastcookout.com. Y'all click there and go get yours today. All right. And this is a really important thing. So these are 50% off. Right there in the link in my bio. Right. The school I'm at needs 8 more. We're looking to start a book club with young people using Kindle and Audible because we're gonna listen to Black AF history
That's
at a
good
school
book.
that's 99% Black. Right. We're gonna listen to all the things. We're gonna start this book club. But we need, in order to start it, we need 12 tablets. We have 2 so far. And if we can get a couple of people, you know, it's almost Friday, to go ahead and just go click the link in my bio, go to the classroom wish list, and grab one of these, be greatly appreciated. Okay, thank you, Erica. Now I guess I'll deal with it.
Okay, yay. But real quick, thank you, Sergeant Pepper, for the $2. Sergeant Pepper said, History of Reagan by Pep. Reagan was an asshole. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Very succinct, very concise. I would read that. I would definitely read that. I think I just did. Thank you, Sergeant Pepper. Also, shout out to Jonna. Hi, Jonna. Jonna sent a $10 super chat and said, I have chronic Epstein-Barr. Ironic name, I know, but the disease has been around longer than that gross man. Sending love and healing always your way. Same to you, love. Thank you so very much, Jonna. I appreciate you. And all we can do is just keep, like, I know for me to keep the things under control, exercise, eating better, drinking lots of water, and being stress-free. Not even fucking kidding you. Being stress-free. It helps so much. Helps so much. It really, really does. So thank you, Jonna. Draw some hearts in the chat for all of our donors, but especially for Jonna. And also, I don't want to forget your name because I just had it. Let's see here. Why am I so bad with technology, y'all? It's because I'm almost 60. Kenneth. Thank you, Kenneth. Okay, Jerry, come back.
Hey, Liv, you mind if I ask my first question?
God, please do.
But
Great.
just be aware that Jerry will never tell us who he voted for, but he does support Donald Trump because Donald Trump is the president. I just had to put that caveat out.
We're all presidents. I'm American. I have no choice.
Exactly. Okay. Jerry.
Hey, Jerry, do you think that people should starve for the month when their benefits are stolen?
No.
Good. That's what your president set up.
My president?
Yeah, your president, the guy you support.
I have no choice but to support both sides. We're American.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had a gun to your mouth.
I'm an American citizen. I pay taxes towards whoever's in position of power, regardless of Trump is in office, Kamala, Biden.
I don't think your tax dollars equates to support.
Yes.
Or at least not your support.
We're
Our tax
complicit.
dollars support the
We're
government's
complicit whether we
initiatives,
like
but
it or
we are
not.
not
Just like-
willful participants.
Yeah, not willful, but we're a participant whether we like it or not. Just like how we're a participant in what goes on in the Congo by us using
You will
these
a willful
iPhones.
participate in the act of starving people who have their benefits stolen from them, who are already fucked.
Is that a question or a statement, brother?
It's a statement.
Okay, thanks. Did y'all talk about Letitia James?
Yeah, another witch hunt.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. But yeah, so it is definitely a witch hunt. This is lawfare. This is lawfare is what Donald Trump is using, him and his DOJ. They're just going after anyone who did their job is what they're doing. What do you think about it, Jerry?
So I'm on Letitia James' side, but I made a statement, right? So there's this thing called propaganda, how propaganda is used to enact violence on us, whether we're on the right side of the propaganda or the wrong or the bad side of the propaganda, right? So like there's been a narrative, a false narrative that black women are the face of DEI, right? But if you look at the facts, right, there's white women, but the right has painted the narrative for black women to be painted as the face of DEI so they can justify racism when they fired 300,000 black women, right? So it looks like they're doing it because of DEI, which is a false premise, but in actuality, it's racism, right? So that's what Republicans do. But what Democrats do is the opposite. They do this nice, nasty stuff where they prop up people, right? Because we know Letitia James is qualified for that position, right? But the thing what they do is they sensationalize and paint black women as the face of going after Trump in the media. Even though we know white liberals go after him, but they don't frame white liberals because like they've been framing black women as the face of going after Trump. Letitia James. Hold on, brother. This is important. This is important because listen, comment as soon as we start critiquing Democrats, y'all, oh, what the fuck? Like just calm down and get my point across. And then let me just get my point across because this is literally basic math. Malcolm X said this shit, how they do the Fox thing. So these women are qualified. We're not arguing about black women's position, right? They're qualified. Usually the mediocre white people are the ones that's not qualified to get DEI and affirmative action benefits. My argument is that the left, right, the mainstream media on the left has positioned black women in the mainstream media as the face of going after Trump. So when Trump gets in position of power, he's not targeting the people who's propping black women up, which is these white liberals. He's going after specifically black women disproportionately, right? It's because even though we know that the white liberals are the ones that's going after him, the mainstream narrative on the left has been black women is the face of locking Trump up.
Ask you a very
direct
question, and I want you to give me a very direct answer.
Every black woman I talk to tells me
trying
the same
to
thing.
make the argument that black women are the target of Trump's administration because the left or Democrats props them up as the face of being anti-Trump?
I literally just told you it's nuance. I told you Republicans are making a false narrative about black women being the face of DEI, right? It's a false narrative, and it's a justification to practice racism against them, right? And also talking about how another party is complicit. See, you don't understand nuance. You just look at it black and white. You don't understand
great.
So I'm telling you, the other party is complicit.
Fantastic.
And
so here's why you're fucking stupid and wrong. So the left doesn't prop up black women as being the face of being anti-Trump. The left props up black women as being the face of any movement when it came to progressive change and the protection of all human beings, because that's precisely what the fuck black women have been doing and will continue to do from the moment we got brought over to this godforsaken fucking country.
Why is
that's
black
how
women
that
frontlining
works.
Stuff for Democrats? Why aren't black men frontlining?
You know what? That's a great question. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to your fellow coons and jigaboos, and I want you to ask them why the fuck they are not at the front of doing all this shit, and why they let black women carry the load of the fucking labor when it comes to fighting for not only themselves, but black men and black children and white children and white women and Indian men and Indian children. Why the fuck are black women at the front of all of this? Go ask your coons and jigaboos that question, because you're asking the wrong group here. We've been on this shit. Liv's been on this shit.
Okay, so can I respond without this emotionalism, please, ma'am?
Nah.
And I actually appreciate you, Erica, for talking about what you've been through. I got family members that can relate, so I appreciate your vulnerability. All right, so let me just, because this is what a lot of these people do.
Jerry,
No, because I'm telling you, what he's doing is dangerous. What he's doing is dangerous.
I don't
Black
think what
women
Andrew is doing is dangerous. I
Oh my
do.
God.
Okay, like I think we talked about this before, and I've spoken about this in other spaces.
Yes.
I do think that black women are used. We can look at Stacey Abrams. We can look at Stacey Abrams and see what they did to her, especially when it came to appointing a DNC chairman. All right, we can look at her. All right, she had a really good plan to move the party forward, and they discarded her and they used her to help win Georgia, and then boom, they acted as if they didn't have any more use for her. Okay, I'm not going to disagree with you as a black woman. I'm just not going to disagree. All right, but I do not think that is justification, nor do I think that it is like, I don't know. I'm just going to say justification. That's not a justification for anything that Donald Trump is doing to Letitia James. Letitia James was not propped up, all right, as the face of a party going after Donald Trump. She was simply doing her job. As an attorney, she was doing her job. Okay, that's it. That's it. She pissed off Trump because she was doing her job and doing her job well. 'Tis it, 'tis all. That's it. There's nothing more that is to it. All right. The same goes for Fannie Willis. She was doing her job. They both were attorneys prior to Trump becoming a president. Okay. They just so happened to be the ones to be assigned the case. That's it. That's truly it. And so if I'm sorry, say that again.
Said I 1,000% agree. That's not my contention, though.
what is your contention then? Because you said that they're being propped up by
I'm
the
talking about media.
Dems.
I'm talking about, yes. So we're talking about, okay, so these women are qualified to do their job as they
Yeah.
should, right?
We
But
know
when
that.
you prop up, but we're talking about sensationalism, right? So when you sensationalize,
Oh my God! If they said
group
nothing
as
about her
the face-
accomplishments, you would have called her fucking racist. You would have called them fucking racist. She put
Yeah,
in the
we
work.
know that they're
Democrats
practicing
propped her up as the
racism. That's
amazing
not the
black
issue.
woman that she is, and now you're saying is racism. That's fucking
Wait.
stupid.
Wait, what?
Why would it be racism is to talk about her accomplishments?
Wait, what?
He's saying they're propping them up. That's his whole argument. They're propping
That's
them up
not-
to be the
you
face of
obviously got
everything,
No, I wasn't talking
and that's
about
how
him.
they're
I'm talking about
racist.
him.
That's
I
not.
know.
You obviously got comprehension problems. So
I
I
literally
don't
heard
know. I
exactly
think
what
I
you
might
said.
have them too. Then, Jerry, can you like in 1 to 2
not you.
sentences?
Wait, hold on,
can
ma'am.
you?
Let me explain myself,
Can you
please,
explain
'cause
it?
this is important. All right. So we know that propaganda, right, whether the propaganda is right or wrong, is used as violence against black people, black bodies, right? So I already talked about what the Republicans are doing. I held them accountable. I said that they're painting a false narrative as a justification to practice racism against black women about DI. Cool. All right, I had them accountable. Cool. I'm not arguing nothing on the right. What they're doing is unjustly.
Hold yourself
Now,
accountable.
every
nigga.
time we do this accountability about what the Democrats is doing, because y'all this dude Hector, the bald head guy with a hat on, you people, right, don't like accountability on the left because you put your politic before your blackness. So you can't fathom black women has been used by the Democratic Party. This lady Erica.
Did I
conceded,
say?
right?
Did
Wait,
I
wait.
say that Democrats
lady
haven't
Erica-
used?
Can I get my-
Did I say
hold
that
on,
Democrats
hold on, can I get
haven't
my point
used
across?
black women,
Wait,
or
can I get
more
my
so
point
that
across?
the example that you gave was fucking
Literally, I
hogwash?
talked to
That
a
is
bunch
what I
of
was
black
criticizing.
women, and
That
they
was the
said
difference.
how
You
how
used
they
Leticia
portrayed-
James as an example
God.
when
Just like, you wanna
Democrats
argue.
simply said
Brother.
Leticia James is doing what she should
I
be
didn't
doing.
say just
She's
Leticia.
protecting people.
All
Yeah,
right.
you said black women, but you specifically cited
you don't know how
Leticia
propaganda
James.
works.
You haven't given an
You're a
accurate
liberal shit.
example, a agreeable example, because Erica and I both
What
know
is the-
that Democrats have played their role in doing that. You haven't
So
given
what
us a
is
good
the-
example.
Yeah. So what is the propaganda? Because Letitia James, all right, as an attorney, forget the black woman part, but as
I'm
an
talking about
attorney,
media propaganda.
she's going. I know what, bruh.
I'm gonna play a video. Watch this.
I know what propaganda is. I'm asking you, how is it propaganda for the media to highlight the fact that Letitia James is the attorney that is prosecuting Trump on a fraud case? That so happens to be the case in which she was assigned. I know one of my YouTubers mentioned as a lottery system, so maybe she just won the lottery. All right. But that's her case. She has to work it. And so the media talking about her, I don't see how that is propaganda.
All
Where's
right.
the propaganda? Like,
All right.
tell us
All
how.
right. Okay, thank you. So, all right, I'm talking about propping shit up. So we know white liberals have targeted Trump. We know black men has targeted Trump, right? But they haven't been pushed in the mainstream media as the face of going after Trump. Black women has, right?
They're not
And
doing
what
as
this
much
does
as black
is
women.
this
It's that
creates
simple.
a unfair target, bro.
They're
I
not
fucking
doing
cannot.
as
So
much as black
you
women.
can't keep up with the
It's that
conversation, so
simple.
you got to cut.
No, you said you're
can't-
good at math. They're
because
not
you're
doing as much
you're
as
not-
black women.
You're not smart, brother. So what you're
I
trying
know,
to do is
I
you're trying
know.
to cut me off.
So they're
because you
not
can't
doing as
keep
much
up
as
with
black
the
women
conversation
because I'm
you look
stopping
at
you in the
things
middle of your
black and white,
fucking
and I look at
stupid
things in gray.
sentences.
So
White men are being pushed
I
to the
don't
same
trust
degree.
niggas that-
White men are the
that has a
population in
bald
this
head
country.
and with a
Black
do-rag
men
on.
aren't being
I
pushed to
don't
the same
trust niggas
degree.
that wear
Black men
do-rags
aren't doing
with a
as much as
bald
black
head.
women.
I don't trust niggas.
Name one
So if you
black
wanna be a
man
nigga, we
that
can be a
called
nigga,
out
or
Donald
we can
Trump
get
as much as
intellectual.
Kamala
Whatever,
Harris
I
in
will match
2024.
any energy,
Answer my question.
buddy,
Name
because
one
you
black
not-
man.
You can't keep up
Name
intellectually,
one
and
black
you
man who
definitely
did
can't
as much
keep
as
up with
Kamala
the
Harris
jokes,
with calling
because
Trump out in
you
2024.
are 39 with a bald head with a do-rag on. I don't
39
trust
is
niggas like that.
wild.
Don't have a do-rag on. I'm not
Nigga, you
39,
wear
so I know
do-rags
you're
with a
pretty fucking
bald
stupid
head.
with math.
I can't
So I'm going to
trust
ask you this
anything
question
you ever
again.
say.
Wow.
Can you name
You wear a
one black
do-rag with a
man?
bald
Can you
head.
name one
Never
black
can,
man
buddy.
who called Donald Trump as much as Kamala Harris last year? Name one black man.
I didn't even hear what you said, brother. I'm not.
I know you did because
Listen,
you're too
Jerry,
busy
if you're
listening
not
to
gonna be
yourself
able to
talk.
let me speak, I'm
Name
not
a black
engaging
man
with
that
you,
called
brother. It's
out
not gonna
Donald
happen.
Trump as much as Kamala Harris did in 2024.
I never mentioned Kamala.
Not even just Kamala
It
Harris. I'll
doesn't
say
matter.
Kamala
She's a
Harris,
black
Michelle
woman.
Obama, Jasmine Crockett. None of those
Name
fucking
one
black
that
men.
mentioned more than Jasmine. Jasmine.
Name one.
See, what he's trying to do is do
Name one.
this gender war shit. I don't do
No, I'm
that.
not doing
about
gender war
gender
shit.
war. It's the,
Like I
you're
don't do
saying-
competition. Shout out to black women. That,
Gaslit it right now.
I'm telling you about.
You
Okay, so
you are gaslighting us, like for
All
sure.
right.
Because
All right.
thinking,
So this is,
I'll get you, my pretty. Thank
and
you for
this
the
is
whole
why
chat.
I don't. This is why I would never disclose who I voted for
Thank
because
you, Abby.
I say fuck both
We
sides.
already know.
because
Doesn't matter.
This is shit is so
Jerry, how does it
embarrassing
feel
on
to be a
what
stupid nigga?
Listen now.
Jerry,
listen,
how does
I
it feel to be a
literally
stupid
quoted-
nigga?
All right. Listen, you
Do you wear as a badge of honor? Do you have like a
wear-
patch?
listen, you're
Do you get a
literally an
participation
idiot.
trophy for
You're literally
stupidity? Can you
bald
tell
head-
me?
You
Can you tell me?
wear do-rags
I'm just
with a
saying,
bald
Donald
head.
Trump
I would
thinks you're
never
pretty
trust a
fucking
nigga like
stupid.
Hey,
I mean, you should
guys.
go argue with him about it.
Hey,
You
now.
wear
I'm gonna use the
do-rags with a
voice.
Bro,
bald
I'm
head.
only telling you what
I am
Donald
gonna
Trump
use-
told you.
okay.
Donald Trump
You
thinks you're
wear
pretty fucking
do-rags
stupid.
with a bald head. I would
Do
never.
you remember
trust
the
your
clip,
political
Erica?
advice.
Do you remember the clip, Erica? The clip that
Like
says
that's low IQ.
Donald
actions.
Trump
I
said
would never.
smart people don't like me. So you stupid as you a stupid ass nigga. I don't know what else to tell you.
All right, cool. So I'm pretty sure I have more money and more higher education than you, but I'll let you.
A word? That's
I'll let
crazy. You should get your money back for that degree.
Bro,
you
you're
should probably use
bald-headed.
that money
Listen,
towards
you're
I don't know,
bald-headed.
getting you some real
You're
watches with real
bald-headed.
diamonds. You should do
You're
that.
bald headed with a do-rag. All right. So can we have a real conversation? Because he's out of his league. He's out of his league. Like this is what a lot of these leftists do on the far left, right? They can't keep up intellectually, so they.
Jerry, stop.
Only stupid niggas don't know when to shut the fuck up.
Hector, stop. Good grief. My throat hurts. I can't be yelling. Stop it. Okay, stop. Hey, now, let's get back to it. Thank you very, very much.
Okay, so here is the question that I have for you, Jerry, because you've used this word multiple times. So what I'm trying to understand is how were they used as propaganda? You have to be able to explain that to us because you mentioned it. So how were these
Okay.
black women used?
Okay, so I'm about to post a video. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me find this video real quick. I seen a video one time. I don't know if it's on CNN or MSNBC, and they in the video was talking about how black women is taking down Trump. Right? They mentioned Letitia James. They mentioned the 5 judges in New York. I think it was 4 judges in New York. It was a lady in DC. I forgot her name, and then it was Letitia James. Right? Now we're talking about. People deify Trump, right? We're talking about he has a cult-like following, and they are trying to paint black women when we know there are other groups of people that's targeting Trump, and they're trying to paint black women as the face of going after Trump. So these are people that got institutional power that follow Trump. So now that Trump is in office, and they feel like these are the group of people that's going after my God, then you see black women get targeted. So I'm saying this is problematic. It's not black women's
I
fault
don't think so.
for it's happening. What the
Jerry, I don't know. No, Jerry,
Y'all really
because they're
frustrated. I
literally
can't.
just like, no, Jerry, please stop. They're just getting like they're getting the reward. Like they're reaping the benefit of their
They're
work.
not reaping the benefits
They are
because they're
reaping
getting
the
targeted.
benefits of their work. They're not being, well,
300,000
Letitia
black
James
women
is
just lost
being
their
targeted.
jobs.
Okay, so how was Lisa Cook propped up? Lisa Cook is being targeted by Donald Trump right now. How was she propped up in the media? Explain
He's
her.
targeting all
Because
listen,
people didn't
he's
even hold on.
strategically targeting black women now.
Time out. People didn't even know about Lisa Cook until Donald went after her. So people didn't know. So now that black women are finally getting the recognition, all right, that they literally deserve, because all of these women are well beyond qualified, overly qualified for the positions in which they hold.
That's not the argument. We know this.
I know that because you already said that they're qualified, but they're getting this recognition, and you see it as a problem because they're now being targeted. They don't get to control that. That is on Donald Trump. That is not on the media. This is literally on Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the one that is doing the targeting. Okay, so this is a Trump problem. This is not a media problem.
It's
Donald
both.
Trump is the one who is a misogynist and a sexist and a racist. It's not the media. Although the media, all right, has its issues, we're not going to blame the media for highlighting extremely skilled black women for doing their jobs well. We're not going to do it. We're not going to, especially the attorneys, we're not going to get mad at the media for pointing out that Letitia James did in fact have a strong case against Donald Trump. That's why she won that case. We're not going to point that out. All right.
All right,
We're
let me ask you a
not going to be
question.
mad at the media for that.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Did you ever hear Malcolm X fox and sheep comparison? He compared
I heard
Democratic
the
Party
fox
to foxes.
and the wolves.
Yes. All right. So my thing is this, right? Now, see what you just did is I can't argue what you're saying because I agree 1,000%, right? But you're not looking at the other side, the layer side of what the Democrats is doing, right? They are doing this on purpose. We know, like what you said, black women are being targeted, right? I'm getting to the root cause, right? The root cause is racism and Donald Trump, right? But then there's this thing that the Democrats do because they do this nice, nasty shit where they'll play in our face and act like they care about us and our achievements, right? But then when it actually comes down to it, black women make 66 cents on the dollar compared to their white male counterparts and 79% on the dollar compared to white women, right? So they do this performative shit like they care about black women's accomplishment while being complicit, right? While being complicit.
Eric, I got a
No,
question for
Black
you.
men make less than white
white
men for every
liberals
cent on the
practice
dollar. Like,
patriarchy.
what?
You know that, right?
No shit. We
Okay,
know
so this is my thing. They're
It's
nice,
not something that we
nasty.
even have. It's not. No,
That's
it's not
my
something that we
point.
actually even have to. What?
That's my point. They do this
So
nice,
you don't.
nasty
You just don't
shit.
like.
They act like they care about minorities, black women, right? But then they practice the same patriarchy.
We
that,
all
that the
practice
people on the
it.
right perpetuate.
We all
They
practice
practice
it,
the same
though.
white supremacy that the people on the right perpetuate. So
Unfortunately,
listen,
we all
black women
practice
are
that
disproportionately
too.
getting targeted right now, right? Not black men, right? Not Hispanics, right? Not Jewish Americans, right?
Eric,
Who
I
vote
got
a
a
high
question.
percentage for the Democratic Party. Black women are disproportionately getting targeted
That's
right
good,
now.
Hector. You super
Great.
mod also, by the way.
Are
So,
black women being
Erica,
disproportionately
remember
targeted
when
right
I
now? Yes or
made a
no?
point earlier when he was
Okay,
given
bro.
his fucking stupid scenario, and I asked him a very direct question, and that correct question was, are you saying that the left is propping up black women as a target for the right, which would
Yes.
then be racist? And he said, no, that's not what I'm saying. You're not listening,
He
blah,
just
blah,
literally
blah.
said.
And then we just came
You
full
didn't say that,
circle
you
back
dumb,
to when
stupid,
he
did not
baldy.
literally
come full
fucking
circle. We
said,
Bro, you're
did.
he literally
39 with a
fucking
baldy. I'm
said
not even
that the
19 years old.
Democrats and the left are doing this on purpose. Do you remember when he just said that?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So
yes,
did we
yes,
just
yes,
spend
yes.
the
Is this
last
recorded,
couple of
bro?
minutes
Because
with
this
him
stupid
trying
idiot,
to
I can't even.
literally
I can't.
gaslight us to come all
Told
the
you we're
way
being
full circle
gaslighted.
to the fact that I was
Because I'm
fucking
talking
right?
about both sides are complicit.
Hey Jerry,
It's more on
shut
the
your
right.
fucking bitch ass up. How
Oh yeah,
about
you're
that?
fake
Tap tap
tough.
tap.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
You're
yeah,
bald
yeah.
headed.
I'm fake tough. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck your watches. Fuck your head. Fuck all your stupid shit. Because we just did all of this.
Bro,
We
like-
just did all of this for you to prove me right. Because I have this thing that I do. Because I talk to enough of you on a daily basis, especially you blackhead niggas, you
Literally
dumbass fucking moronic inbred and some fucks. I talk to you all the goddamn time. I know exactly what you're gonna say and exactly how
No
you're gonna fucking
recording,
say,
no
which is why I can
recording.
so easily finish your goddamn sentences. So I love how much time you just spent doing all that shit just to be like, yes, I'm painting Democrats out to be the villain for giving black women the credit that they always deserved. That's what you just did.
You're a bald.
Democrats are the bad guys for pointing
just
out
did
the
that,
fact that
Jerry.
black women have been leading every fucking monumental movement that led to change and protection and to some degrees fucking salvation for people. You just did all that shit to fucking prove that right. And you're complaining about black women getting recognition because it's Democrats. Doesn't make any fucking sense. By that logic, I guess we're just not going to say shit about fuck because God forbid we uplift a black woman, then Trump will target them. Instead of you paying attention to the issue that
Exactly.
you support, that you still back, you're just trying to offset your blame, offset your guilt onto Democrats. Fuck you, Jerry. You're a goddamn
trying to
moron.
silence black women because you don't want
You're a
black
fucking
women
idiot.
to be
Hey,
highlighted
Eric, let me ask you a
because you're
question.
afraid that they might become a target. One moment, Jerry. Let me do two things and then I'll come back to you. But drop some
I got
hearts in
one
the chat
question
for
for you.
Hector. Show that man some love. Check out them links in the bio. Do the same for
He's a
Lil.
bald head
And
panda.
shout
I
out
can't.
to Jerry. I'm talking. Don't do that to me. All right. Shout out to the other disgusted veteran, aka Sean. Thank you so much, Sean, for the $20 super chat. Sean said, Rep Jasmine Crockett. Can't believe I messed it up. We'll start over. Rep Jasmine Crockett is actually overqualified. Her accolades even eclipse the Obamas. She hurts their screwed up fake DEI ignorance and does. Highly educated, highly capable. So is Ketanji. Ketanji Brown Jackson, absolutely fucking amazing.
Also, get my bald head off the fucking head of your dick. Why are you so goddamn focused on my shit? Goddamn weird, bro. Fucking weird. You are so obsessed. You like it, don't you? You like it. Let me take my hat off.
Hey, you are so imp tonight. What?
Let me
No
help you out.
ashwagandha for you, huh?
What the
let
fuck?
me
You
go ahead,
really
go
took that off in front of everybody? Cone
Hector's
head?
a very handsome young man.
You gotta be
as an
shitting
old
me.
woman.
It's okay, Eric. Let him
Hector's
cope. Let him
very
cope.
handsome.
Are you
But one
shitting me?
thing,
Let him
hold
cope.
on, Jerry. Jerry, we've never
His right
seen
hand
you
in his
before,
pants
so
right
I can't
now.
say the same for you, huh? Okay. Anyway,
I know I'm
shout out
ugly.
to Grandma.
He has
Hold
embraced his
on.
ugliness.
Can you
I
please
know I'm
stop?
ugly this time.
I know I'm ugly. This nigga, he got to embrace his ugliness. Like, what the fuck? Let's continue.
That's right, Jerry. You did say you did.
Yeah, so I gotta leave with watches. It's pathetic. Go ahead.
Yes, I leave with
What?
money. I know. Listen, I got to. I'm an ugly nigga. Trust me. I gotta leave with money. Yes.
Do
I
not
have no
leave with
choice.
money. Ew. Ew.
You just say
You're
that
never
this
gonna
food
get
shit?
anyone to actually like
Bro,
you if you leave
I
with
leave
money,
with money,
bro.
bro.
Like, what are we
I don't give a
doing?
fuck. Listen, I know I'm an ugly nigga. I
Awful.
don't do the fake handsome shit. I know I'm an ugly nigga.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. Shout out to Grandma V. Grandma V. I think Liv did go to sleep because he does that sometimes because he's a teacher and he has school in the morning. All right. But Grandma V did donate to Liv's kids. So thank you so very much, Grandma V. Drop some hearts in the chat for the other disgusted veteran, aka Sean, and also for Grandma V for being super awesome. All right, guys, keep doing all other good things. Let's go ahead and knock out the witch's hat. All right, so I can say, I'll get you, my pretty, or something like that. I don't know. I'll think of something witchy to say. Okay, let's do that. Also, continue to show love to Hector and Liv while they are here. And let's just keep doing all of the good things, guys. And thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate y'all so very much because, as you know, you could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me. And I really do appreciate you all. So y'all are fucking awesome. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Jerry, sadly, the floor is yours. And now my throat is starting to hurt, Jerry, and I blame you. I
just want to say this because this is important. So black
What?
women is the backbone of the black community in the Democratic Party, right? I'm not arguing that, right? They deserve everything that
I'll
they
get you, my
so
pretty.
but see, my only argument is, right, it's like business. If me and Erica does business together, right? If me and Erica does business together and then she puts in 85% of the sweat equity, right, in the business, only put in 15%, but then I get 85% of the profits, right? And then she keeps doing it, accepting it. It's like I'm taking advantage of her. So I'm saying, I say that to say the Democratic Party has taken advantage of black women. Like, I understand that. I think out of all of the parties, you should vote for Democrats, right? I'm not
I'll
arguing
get
that
you,
part.
my pretty.
But based off sweat equity, based off the sweat equity that y'all put in the Democratic Party, y'all should benefit. Y'all should get higher wages, right? Paid 66 cents on the dollar compared to your white male counterparts, 79% on the dollar compared to white women. There's a lot of issues in these cities where there's Democratic ran, and you see black women getting the least. Even like the
Me too.
double minority
Jerry,
contracts,
Jerry.
right?
Jerry.
Last point,
Jerry,
ma'am.
no, I have to ask you something because I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. My throat is hurting me. Might be ending soon, but I do have to ask you something. All right. It's low key rhetorical.
Low key.
What was the reason? What was the reason? What was the reason? I blame
Thank you,
myself.
Gucci, for the $5 on Venmo for the W. I appreciate you, Gucci. Any
I blame
donations
you.
that I get from this point on, I'll be donating to that family that I was talking about who needs help
Oh,
with food
that's so
assistance. I appreciate y'all.
What
fuck
was
you,
the
Bernie.
reason? What was the reason? Okay. Hey, all right. Shout out because
I
I
don't-
saw
don't-
like a
sorry,
few of my. I did see a few of my subs. Not just like the people that send stars, but people who do like. I know who you are because I remember your names. So like they actually are subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Because Dean definitely has to use his kick. He definitely has to use his kick. Dean said, "I am over this shit. Get him out of here." So shout out to Dean. Good God, Jerry. I don't know why. I don't know why. But and Dean also sent $1 and said Jerry needs to be ushered into the lobby. He sure does. He really does. And also shout out to my girl Gucci for the 10. Gucci sent the W. Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Liberal
Gucci.
girl.
I appreciate you. What's up?
Liv has been here, but Liv.
Oh, you're
just-
still up? Yay! I thought you were
Yeah.
Don't you
asleep.
feel asleep?
No,
That's what you
sitting
do.
here. I was listening to Hector cook and dude talking about Hector's bald head. I felt some type of way. I had my finger over the kick button. Like it was about 3 times I was about to kick him because he said 37. That was too close. So
He said, "You
But
30
yeah, I
dollars
also wanna
bald
say-
head. We're gonna do rag."
yeah, but I didn't want
I
to say
did laugh at one point, but I was like, "Hey, calm the fuck down. Like, calm down."
It was funny
Right,
the
'cause
first time you did it.
Yeah,
a couple weeks
that's the
back,
first-
and
that's-
now it's
that's-
just like,
Like,
You-
I don't want to have to cuss him
this
out.
projection?
My throat hurts.
do you want to be bald? Like, what's happening?
What is it? What is it? Is it patchy? Like, what you want to talk about it? What are we doing? I'll get you
I'm
my
a black
pretty.
man. I love my bald head. We are beautiful.
It's cool. It's
Like, the
alright.
fuck?
Exactly. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Bald heads are beautiful. I did want to say W the Chunky Spider. Big W the Chunky Spider. I appreciate the donation to my classroom.
Hey, Chunky, awesome, awesome. Did you get it from Grandma V also?
I can't see. He texts me.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right. When someone orders something,
It's totally
But-
anonymous. It goes straight to the school, so I won't know until it actually shows up. I just know he texts me.
Cool. Well, Grandma
my
V
dog.
definitely donated, which is super awesome. She's the best. She's one of my mods on YouTube, and she's just a sweetheart, an absolute sweetheart. Grandma V, I hope you're taking care of yourself. I saw your message. I did reply. I just hope you're taking care of yourself. All right. I always say health is wealth, and your health always comes first. Always, 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 always comes first. So there's that. There's that. Oh, Hector, remember I told you? I think I'm about to start calming it down since especially there are no Trump supporters in the request because they're all pussies. I said that. All right. I haven't said that in a long time, guys. In a long time. I haven't called them bitches in a long time either. So just one for the one time. All right. I need you all. Okay.
It's been like 7 hours.
Pretty much. So what I all need you all to do, all right, is I need you all to like tap the screen vigorously. All right. Do all the things that TikTok likes. Do all of the good things that TikTok likes, right? While I say this, so you show TikTok that you want to be here. Okay. All right. Trump supporters, all right, are the most bitch-made motherfuckers on the planet. All right. The majority of them, like when I say majority, I mean like 99.99999% of them can't have a simple conversation. They cannot have a conversation without resorting to racism and leaning into misogyny, especially like when speaking to women, they cannot help themselves. Their egos, the fragility is so loud, so loud. We ask one question as a woman, and then all of a sudden is, why are you being condescending? Or they retort, they'll retort back to us with attitude or condescension themselves. They do it to us all the time. I don't know why they do it. It's just what they do. They don't think that they're doing it, but we can hear it. The audience hears it. And I'm like, really? So do I really have to harp on this fact that you're talking to me like an asshole? Or am I just going to continue this conversation? I'm going to harp on that you're talking to me like an asshole. I am. I really, really am. I am. So with that being said, Trump supporters, y'all some bitches. Y'all are some bitches. And also, you're going to hell. You're going to hell. Tap, tap, tap the screen, y'all. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Do all the good things.
Erica, I don't
Yes.
like to listen to black men and weaponize black women when it's convenient to them and
He
then
does it
cry
all the
about racism from the left. That shit pisses me the fuck off.
Mhm.
Because if you cared about black women enough, you know what you would have done last year and what you should be doing now. But instead, you come up on black women panels, women who are actually trying to hold the line, and you argue with them about your daddy Trump under the guise of knowing their worth and protecting them. You are a special kind of fucking shit.
Super poop. That's what I'm, like Leo calls him Dookie. I'm gonna start calling him Super Poop. But that's what he did. And like if you don't pay attention to his argument, the argument that he like what he's saying, then because he's gaslighting the fuck out of all of us. It was over 500 people in here. He was gaslighting all of us. He was making it seem that he was advocating for black women, but at the end of the day, when you listen to it, what he's saying is basically that black women shouldn't be highlighted because if black women are highlighted, they become targets. But I don't think that that's fair to us. That's not fair to us because that's not a us problem. That's a Donald Trump problem. It's like under the guise of some type of fake protection. Like, you know how they like protect all women, especially black women. You know how they be doing that?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Any nigga that say that, I don't believe them. I don't believe them. I don't.
Last I checked, Erica, you were a target the day you were born. The fuck was you
Exactly.
talking about?
Exactly. That part.
Where have you been?
But I'm gonna say something because I can't help myself. It's the way that my brain works. All right. So like any man that like says that shit, and I ain't talking about like they said it once, you heard them say it once, but I'm talking about one that says that shit like all the time. Hector, like you know, community gardens and buying buses and you know 9-foot doors and shit. Yeah, like they say it all the time. Suspicious. Suspicious. Sussy Baka. Wait, can I say Sussy Baka? I don't know if that's say. My son said it before.
Rachel Maddow.
Remember
she's
Hector,
done several
top of the mic.
interviews. Oh,
Because you went
mhm.
out, I couldn't hear you.
Oh shit. Rachel Maddow.
Mhm.
She's done interviews recently with Kamala Harris and other people like Jasmine Crockett and whatnot to put them on the spotlight to give them the media recognition they deserve, which helps them with things like
little
sales.
pretty? Hey, hi.
After Kamala Harris got off of the interview with Rachel Maddow to push her book, guess what? Kamala Harris's sales went up for her book 107 Days. She can then take that money and put it towards the community activism that she's doing for not only just black people and black women, but for all people who are downtrodden.
There you go.
Those are the things that some of these white people, whoever the fuck they are, do when they get this media coverage. It's an unfortunate reality that racists, that white supremacists, that Nazis will use that as an excuse to go attack them. That is in no way, shape, or form something to blame Rachel Maddow for.
Exactly.
That's
It's not.
ridiculous. That's victim. Not even victim blame. Not victim. That's not the word I'm looking for. That's
What would that be? I
I'm
know
trying
it's
to think.
stupid.
I had the
What is
term.
If you do like this, Hector, to your temples, I thought my temples were up here. You do like this to your
Y'all didn't see that. It's not on tube. Y'all didn't see
Is it scapegoating? Is it scapegoating?
I think
Is
that's it.
The word
That-
scapegoat? Okay.
Wait. Yeah. Yeah. It's scapegoating. It's scapegoating.
See if you do.
It's Dean, you
Then you remember
motherfucker. Dean, thank you for the $20 on Venmo to help with food, and I like your bald head.
Awesome. Freaking awesome. Man.
Thank
oh
you
my
so
gosh.
much, Dean. I appreciate you.
This is man. I was thinking, oh, hot girl, thank you. Hot girl, thank you so much for the 5. Hot girl sent 5 and said Jerry is a weak link because he supports and tap dances for races and won't support the beautiful overqualified black women, and he's just jealous of Hector. Ha! She said F MAGA and F Blaga. All right. The F stands for fuck. Just in case you all were wondering. Fuck. Tap, tap, tap the screen, y'all.
Can I say W to William? I just sent a Chicago love. Said he got 5 on it.
Hey.
Hey.
Awesome. How are the gardens? Oh, the gardens are going great. It's raining here in Phoenix, and so like the gardens are doing really, really well. They're getting some refreshments. Corey asked, I had to answer. Okay, I had to. Hey, Hector.
Is Corey here? Yes, he is. What's up?
Yeah, he is. Wait, I didn't tell you. No, it was Dan. Never mind. I told Dan. Never mind. Anywho,
Not you
moving on.
mixing up. Wow.
I am. I'm messing up my friends. Like you're 1 and 2. You know that you're number 2. I don't hide it. You all have a ranking. All right.
Don't let Peanut hear that.
He knows he's number 6. What the fuck? he knows his position. My hat says Kamala would never, and this guy with the bald head is the one who designed the hat. Kamala would never. And he really needs to start selling these hats. Like seriously.
I'm gonna.
I got 5 on it. Yep.
I'll put it up. I did figure out you can sell it from my shop, so I can put it on the shop I already have. So I'll go do
Do
that. I'll
that. Do that. Kamala would never. I like to wear this hat outside, especially I have two. I have the one that Hector has on, so I have that color, the OG like distressed gray one, and I have this one, of course, red. I like wearing the red one outside and getting weird looks from people because they don't know. They don't know. And like the other day when I wore it outside, I literally had on my Juneteenth shirt that I got from Liv from thelastcookout.com. I had my Juneteenth shirt on, which was awesome. And I had on my Kamala would never hat. And I was confusing the hell out of people. And it made me feel good. It just did. It did. I felt black as fuck. But they didn't know that. They didn't know that. Unless they read the hat. And I'm tall. So there's that. See, Hector? Yep. I love my hat. This hat is fucking awesome.
Has Hector seen your new hoodie?
Oh yes, but I want I want the
have it-
hoodie. I want the hoodie in the sand color that you had it in.
The sand
$5,
color?
$9.5. Yeah, it was like the tan color.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
Eric,
It was
I
it
thought
was
you
this
was
hoodie.
5'10",
No.
5'11" borderline.
No, I had on
Because
I
you were
had on
not far
those
off
boots.
from me.
I had on those boots
Oh.
the last time I saw you. That's why.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, but no, $5, $9.5.
Erica made me question my height when I saw her. I was like, God damn.
It's because I had on the boots. These boots were made for walking.
Look at that.
That's
Look at that
just-
beautiful McDuck noggin. Go on, show what the missing man. Go and show him that McDuck noggin.
No.
On gang. I know that's right,
Look
Corey.
at that.
On gang.
Look at that. Clean, smooth, oiled up. That's what I'm talking about, my brother.
Oh yeah,
I
you
don't
did go
know.
to the barber the other day.
Indeed. But
I'm
same
getting my
shit,
hair
different
done
hat.
tomorrow. I'll show you guys
I
tomorrow.
need that shirt.
I
Ooh,
send it
shit,
over.
different hat. I like that shirt. I want the hoodie though. I want the hoodie. The one
How many
that
colors you
the,
got that
the
in?
sand color.
You have connections.
I do, don't I? I do. Got to reach out to my connect. Liv, I will be texting you. Okay. But yeah.
I'm the connect. For those that didn't get, I'm the connect.
Yes.
I'm the connect.
So I have to eat food. Who's live right now, guys? Who's live?
I'm gonna say Santana. I'll go harass him.
Hey, we only have one more of the witch hat to go. Will someone be so kind? Thanks, please. Oh, I gotta check. I gotta check the tubes.
I'm looking
my
for.
latest.
I'm looking for the hat. Not this hat. The same shit, different hat.
I'll get you, my pretty. That's my witch, guys. I'm really good at it. I'm really, really good at it. I am. Hey, do they make astronaut costumes for little kids? Well, not little kids, but for like preteen boys. He wants to be an astronaut
Yeah, they do.
for
Yeah,
Halloween.
they do. Oh, that'd be dope.
Okay. Okay.
Amazon.
Be like a blacked out astronaut.
Yeah. The I think I'll send YouTube. I'm gonna send YouTube to Santana since Santana has redirects. So I'll do that. Let me look up how to do a redirect again. Hey.
I can't find it, Liv.
So Hector,
How
how
far
soon do
down
you
is it?
think
Oh,
you're
I found
gonna
it.
put the hats up?
Honestly, I think I'll just put the link up tonight.
And
So
you can do it like by order, or do you have to buy it in bulk?
I'll have to buy them in bulk.
Okay.
So
I got
what
5
what
on
I'm
it.
thinking-
Santana's fronting the 5.
Santana's from the 5. What I'm thinking is that I'll put the link up the way we did it the last 2 times. And then
Mhm.
people will send in what they want, and then I'll put the profit price on there, and then we take the additional, and then we use that towards getting the next set, and kind of go from there. And I'll add on what I can after all this other shit is sorted. But we get it going
Okay.
where I sell it for the price now from the link, and then we take the profit, and then we buy the next set, so I can put it up on the shop. That's what I'm thinking. I'll figure it out.
No?
And then I'm gonna talk to my investor white friends.
Your investor white friends? You had a black investor earlier.
Oh, I mean, I don't discriminate against investments. I'll take them all.
Oh, okay. All right, fair. I got 5. I'm not kidding. And I want like a 10,000% return on my investment.
10,000% is crazy.
Yeah,
I
we
got
can work
5.
that out. What'd you say,
Hey,
Liv?
Liv, you want a shirt? You want a shirt, Liv?
I just got 5 on it. I support.
Appreciate you. I was just gonna say, I do shirts. I'm getting I do giveaway links to certain creators that I like because at the end of the day, it helps me get orders from the shop anyway.
I don't have your number.
Hmm?
Me too. I just don't have your number.
I have not been pushing this like I'm supposed to.
Oh yeah.
Fudgesicles. Guys, I'm so sorry. I am on a mission. I would like to have 2,000 subs by Sunday. I actually did forget, but 2,000 subs by Sunday. I'm at 1870. That's only 130. All right. So like, if you're not following me on the tube, I think you should like go check out the link in my bio. All right, or just go to YouTube. Oh, bush! I can't say that word. Just check out the link in my bio and click on that one for the tube, and then like just click subscribe. It's like 4 clicks tops, 4 clicks, 4 taps. I didn't really count, okay? But I would say you won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed because you can now do member-only lives on the TikToks. All right, member-only lives. So I've been thinking about doing that because we do offer memberships. We also give you access to the Discord, and because TikTok is being weird. TikTok is being weird when it comes to subscribers. So I have to figure out something else. I'll just talk to Hector and then copy what he did. I mean, each one teach one. Right, Hector?
What'd I do?
Like how you do your subs now via Discord.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, each one teach one. But please, by Sunday, we want to get 130 subscribers. Please, I beg. I know I'm not above begging. Please help me. Help me. Help me, please. Help me, please. All right, shout out to Pops. May he rest in peace. There he goes. The subs on YouTube are $3.99 for the first tier and $6.99 for the second tier. The first tier is the one that gives you access to the Discord. Because of the way that my brain works, I was like, I just want people to be able to access the Discord as much as possible. So there's that. So yeah, that's the answer. Let's see here.
Hey, Hector, I got a question for Hector. Hector.
Yes, sir.
Drums or flats?
Shut up, Liv.
All right. So I used to be a drums guy. And I don't necessarily feel too strongly about this, to be completely honest with you. It's all about the sauce on the wings for me. But I would say as of late, I think I'm really good on a thick flat.
I'm so glad you grew up in your
Grew up is crazy.
That's almost like saying you
I
like
prefer drums. I used to like flats, but now I prefer drums. Okay.
I like the drums at the top just be having that little part that's not quite the meat, but it's crunchy and it's still good. I like the drums.
Do you split yours in the middle?
Hmm?
Do you split yours in the middle?
My flats?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, why are you eating those like that?
Listen, man.
You can't eat those like that. You have to split them at the seams.
See, I start from the end. I'll start from the end and I'll get a good bite off and I'll just pull that meat off halfway through to the end.
No, it's
you be
much
splitting
better.
it in half? This is
Yeah,
more work.
no, listen. All you got to do is squeeze your finger between the joints, right? You snap them.
What are you talking about?
Dunk them. We're talking about flats, Erica. And then you dunk them in like the blue cheese because ranch is childish. And then you just
I agree with that.
Pull the meat off the bone. And it's perfect. And it's so much faster. Like the other part is just like you have to go stick your tongue in the middle and because you gotta get the meat out.
Liv.
No, I'm talking about the wings. I'm talking about like when you gotta get the middle. No. Okay, that did sound bad. That's not what I meant though.
Okay. All right.
That's not what I meant.
I mean, as long as you, even Amanda over on YouTube is like, ew, like, what are we doing? What are y'all talking about?
No, I'm talking about the wings. I'm talking about when you bite them. Like you have to bite them like in 3 separate parts instead of just cracking them in the middle. Like
I want to tell y'all something. I know. Okay, I want to tell. I'm about to be mushy, so Liv, buckle up. You too, Hector. I want to tell y'all something, right? I friggin' love the people that I have come into contact with on this app. I friggin' do love them. Like I have a genuine care for them. Like nobody looks out for me like how Liv does. And fucking Hector's the fucking best. All right, Hector gonna promote the hell out of me, so I appreciate you, Hector. And so will Santana. Itchy is awesome. And I'm speaking specifically on the black men because I know we do a lot of things where we say that like black men don't uplift black women, but yes, the fuck they do. All right.
Hold on now, Erica. Don't make us a target now. You better dial.
I don't want to make you guys a target. No, God, no. I don't want you to be in the background. I don't want you to be in the background. But y'all are fucking awesome. Like seriously, y'all are fucking awesome. And shout out to my girl Kiana. Kiana knows I fucking love her. So yeah, but like y'all are fucking awesome. Like too freaking kind. Like so I appreciate y'all so very, very much. Like I'm for real. Like y'all are fucking awesome. All right, I'm gonna stop being mushy because then I might get teary-eyed and Thug's don't cry.
Too late for me.
Oh no, Liv, don't do it. Don't do it, Liv, because you do it, I'm gonna do it, Liv, and there's gonna be a whole thing. Don't do it. But yeah, like the guys are awesome. Like people are just freaking awesome. Like shout out to Shauna. I hope she's having fun. Shout out to Gucci. Gucci's awesome. Like yeah, like fucking awesome. Amanda is awesome. I'm just thinking of people. Like just freaking fantastic. Miss Nat is awesome. Corey, hi Corey. Hi, my friend. That's my brother right there.
Corey's dope.
But yeah, so
I know Corey because of you.
Yes, yes. So here's what happened. Corey got intoxicated one night. Yes, I'm telling the story. Corey got intoxicated one night. Corey, I actually watched the video the other night. It was April 18th. That was the night because I was scrolling my YouTube. I was scrolling my YouTube and I came across the video. And I ain't gonna lie, I saw like the screen grab of it and I said, oh, it looked really pretty. What's this one? And so I pressed play on it and I'm looking and I'm watching. And guys, it was a night that I had announced that I was going to, unfuck America with some friends. And Corey came up there because I was fundraising for like expenses. And Corey came up there. I later learned that he was intoxicated. But Corey was like, yeah, me and my family were going to Houston to see Beyonce, and I want to invite you. And I was like, you want to do what? For real? Huh? Seriously? You seriously? What? Okay. All right. I ain't gonna say no to Beyonce. And literally, June 28th, we met in Houston and we went to Beyonce and Hector, because I had previously met Hector in April. And so I was like, Hector was going to be in Houston anyways because he was going to visit another friend. So I said, okay, cool. Then we ended up having one extra ticket to Beyonce. I said, Hector, you want to see Beyonce? He said, huh? I said, do you want to see Beyonce? He was like, yes. And I was like, then come on. He was like, no, I can't do that. I was like, boy, if you don't bring come on, let's go. And so then Hector got to see Beyonce too. Ain't that right, Hector? Yay!
Show did. Got the photos to prove it.
And then we went to the strip club and things got awkward. It was really weird. It was a lot happening. It was so weird. Corey
almost got us killed.
Corey asking random people questions. You don't ask a short Negro with tattoos all over his body and a tank top hanging from his shoulder. All right, in the middle of a conversation. Hey, where'd you get the food?
See, why I really laughed and I realized we fucked up is when I talked to my other friends who are more familiar with Houston. They said, you went where?
Exactly.
And you did what?
What?
And I was like, oh shit, I should have talked to y'all first.
Oh my gosh. We literally should have just went right down the street. No, what was happening? It was bad. It was so bad. I said, is this teen night? What the fuck are we doing in here? What's happening? I said, I feel old. I'm almost 60. Whew, it was a lot. on gang. But guys, here's what we're about to do. All right, we are about to send you. Well, we're going to send the tube over to Santana. All right, so the tube is going to Santana. So we'll do a Santana raid for the tube. So YouTube, if you can hear me, all right, go over there and just put in the chat that Erica is better. No explanation. All right, and not a lot of y'all. All right, it's 43 people. Just go over there and just spam it. Erica is better. Okay, that's what I need the tube to do. Just put in the chat, Erica is better. All right, so YouTube. All right, I love you. I'm going to see you tomorrow. All right, don't forget, Shauna and I are going to be doing dad jokes. So, hey, we do all the good things tomorrow. We're going to get some dad jokes. All right, absolutely lovely dad jokes. I got you, Dean. Fun dad jokes. Okay, so come back tomorrow, guys, so we can do all of the fun things and get those dad jokes in. So, Tube, I'm going to stop you right now. All right, go ahead and go to Santana's and drop in the chat. Erica is better. You want to do it on TikTok too? Okay, all right. Let's do it on TikTok. Okay. 337 people on TikTok. Everyone go to Santana. Y'all know who Santana is. I don't have to put his name up. Go to Santana and put Erica is better. Erica is better in the chat. Nothing else, just Erica is better. Please. All right. Thank you. All right. Do that and let's have some fun. All right. I want to thank you all so much for your love, your support, your kindness, encouragement, and the engagement. You all have a lovely night. Thank you to everyone who tapped the screen, shared the live, sent a gift, took care of my panel. Why isn't Hector over 1,000? Someone fix it, please, right now. All right. Please, please, please.
Fix it,
all right.
Jesus.
Just thank you so very much, everyone, for doing all of the good things. Y'all are fucking awesome. Like, you keep this going. And with that being said, I leave you as I do every single night. If you can't do something kind for yourselves, please, please, please do something kind for someone else. Take care of you. All right. I don't know, but I'm sending it. All right. Take care of you. And with that being said, guys, thank you, Hector. Thank you, Liv. I appreciate y'all. All right. Oh, and thank you, Nemo, too. Deuces out, guys.
Bye.